Hello and welcome. Right, all going well. It is Bricklink Designer from Series 10 release schedule date thing today. So we are on the countdown. We're 15 minutes away, all going well until that goes live. And we have got some obviously others to take a look at as well. So Series 10, you can see it's got the date of today. It should be specific time, which is in about 15 minutes going by the States. So we'll take a very, very quick look at the new sets that came out on the Lego website, just to pass some time until, well, the main event sort of starts for this evening. So hopefully it's all running okay. I do believe there's 3 new things added to the Lego website. We've got a bridge over the pond with the water leaves from 179.99. We have got the Model T Ford. If you don't know what that car is, well, you need to do your history and research. And then a floating sea otter, which I do believe is a Lego Ideas, and looks again very, very different to the original design. So what I'm now gathering is the Bricklink design program is what you see is what you get. And then the Lego Ideas is now just more of a concept and gets changed quite a bit. So let us know in the comment section what it is you are looking about with regards to what theme is going to be strongest in Series 10. Now, I'm hoping for some Winter Village stuff, and obviously this is just the voting stages. That's how it's going to work, and then it kicks all the way through. But there is a poll running at the moment. So I've just got a message from Jay saying that it's going to be a buildable Herbie. Got extremely excited about the White Beetle, and apparently it's some shite from Fantastic Four, which nobody cares about. So, theme. What will be the strongest in Series 10? Castles, 43%, Western, 14%, Pirates, 14%, and something else, 25%. I saw the Insider's discount on the Ninjago. Say, yes, indeed. The Ninjago's is a sale. So there is, again, we covered this the other day, but we've got some time to kill, so we'll see exactly what's about, and then we'll go to the new sets. So they are still running the Insiders prices. America is different to us. We have the boat still available. Sweden has the boat available as well. And we have got another set that the Americans don't have. So we are 8, in on these. So these are running in conjunction with the current giveaway from the 7th to 14th. Now, the current giveaway at the moment is the poly bag, if I remember rightly, with the flowers. So it covers everything over £35 or more, and it is a value of £3.49. So the question is the new giveaway going to start on the 15th? Is the new giveaway going to start on the 27th? Which is, well, is it going to be coming out with potentially the Pokemon set? So good evening to Reese, good evening to Shibo, good evening Ultrabricks, good evening everybody else, and good evening to a very annoyed Jay. Apparently it's a 70s F4 cartoon, a classic. No idea, Jay. No idea. But I bet you've never watched Herbie, though, have you? But you've never watched the classic car in all of its glory, number 53. And they've just recently made that as well. So that would have been excited for. But no. Could not care less, I'm afraid. So we'll watch Jay start to rage in the comments, because actually what we'll do, talking of cars, that's a perfect segue, Jay. I like that. We'll start off with one of Jay's favorites, which is a Model Ford T. So you want some history? We all know what the Ford T is, even, well, I'm hoping you guys and girls know what the Ford T is. It is a classic. So item number 11376, 18 plus icons, and it is 1,060 pieces. It's £120, and it'll be available for pre-order now. And obviously, it's going to be shipped on the 1st of March. So there's games to be played with this, as we're learning now, because depending on when the next giveaway comes out, you could pre-order this and get the giveaway you want, rather than pre-ordering it now and getting the little poly bag, because obviously the giveaway purchases change over a long period of time. Of course, it's got the wind-up start for the engine as well, so you've got all the classic bits and pieces going on that one. I dread to think how much value these vehicles have now. There's not many of them. There's not many of them left, is there? The old classic T. So, yeah. Oh, I've got the soft top convertible. Yeah. Wouldn't get it, but there we go. All the way down from 1910, if you want some actual history. There we go. So we are going way back when. So any hidden bits and pieces? Is it going to come with the giveaway? No. it is not. Right, moving on to the next thing. Now, with regards to the artwork, anybody a fan of the artwork? Because they've released lots of different bits and pieces, but are you a fan of this? I haven't got a clue what it's to do with, but they seem to be adding minifigures with some, not with others. I don't know if you would want a little minifigure painting it, because they've obviously done that with some of the others, and that does look very, very smart, because the frame obviously comes out from the back, whereas this could just easily go on the wall. So I don't know if you guys and girls care about that or not. So Jay's just offended everybody that enjoyed Herbie. So there we go. His blue shield is getting to Unbreakable World. How are we? The Otter set is being spotted in John Lewis already on the shelf. Anyone interested? Is it really? How's that come out? So what, the Lego Ideas Otter is already in store? That can't be right, surely. They've released that far too. Is it I thought it just says March. Oh, somebody's messed up badly. Of course it would be. So yeah, I think there's a lot of people that really, really like the look of this. Really like the look of it. I mean, I'm now just taking all Lego Ideas with a pinch of salt with regards to it's just a concept. So the Lego Ideas is now just a concept, whereas I'm hoping the Bricklink stays true to the design. And obviously they just tweak maybe the minifigures and updates and bits and pieces. But this could not look any different if it tried any more different, shall I say, than actually the original submission. But I think it still looks nice. I still think I think you're now looking at some different bits and pieces, which could be quite good. But yeah, with regards to the artwork, as we're looking at this, because of course you had the Van Gogh and all the other ones like that, where they had the little minifigures with the little stand that they came in, and of course they've given you the little minifigures with the Pac-Man and things like that. Whereas the last couple of artwork, they haven't done that as much. So what do we think? Anybody going to be picking this up? Even if it's just a part usage, it's just over a base plate long, it's 3 inches tall. Also, you've got nice little elements and things like that. I've got absolutely no use for it whatsoever, but I do think it looks quite sweet, and I'm sure loads of people will like this. Obviously, I have a theme park design, so I can't really use I haven't got a zoo. It's not like I can do an oversized otter. And also, there is some other ones due as well, isn't there? Because we all know what the ideas things are coming. It'd be very, very interesting to see. Is it the bowl, the ramen bowl? I think that's on its way soon as well, isn't it? So yeah, it should be interesting to see. I don't know who it is. John, good afternoon. John and John, that's scary. So John, good afternoon, and then John Stormy. Otter was a cool idea. Execute your poorly. Well, yeah. So I'm now moving forward, and we've said this for a long, long time with regards to everybody. And everybody, thank you for liking the video so far, and obviously, of course, everybody that's taken part in the poll. Thank you very much indeed. I'm now just having ideas as a concept. So whatever you guys and girls vote for, I really don't think it's going to be the exact. Obviously, they do chop and change it. Some of them are for the better. Obviously, some of them are for the worse. But there's your concept. So it's another sea otter. So if you like your sea otter, then of course that is for you. We are 6 minutes away, I do believe, from this going live or going well, as long as it's on time. Because if it's not on time, that would suck. So we'll wait and see what happens with regards to the Bricklink Designer Program Series 10 shortly. But the other thing, yeah, so this. So if you compare it to the other ones in the past, it looks thereabouts the same size. But this one just literally looks like it's just going to go flush onto the wall. You have got a buildable frame all around the outside. Again, you've got like the Gotham skyline type stuff where it came with all the other little bits and pieces. But this, it's just got quite a lot of parts really as well, isn't it? Was it 3179? So it's all made up of all of the smaller elements. So if you needed again things for part usage, or you wanted to do different bits, which I would imagine somebody will come up with different things that they can do with this, because there is a lot of different pieces that are added onto. I don't know how many layers it is though. It looks like there might be 3. You've got the studs on the back, and then you've got the lily pads, and then you've got the bits stuck on top. So it looks like you've got a lot of butterflies and things up top. I know nothing about art, so it's completely wasted on me. But I'm sure there'll be you guys and girls be absolutely living the dream with that. Ultra Brick says, but again, not for me. The cherry blossom looks amazing though. Might get that at some point. That goes on a good, yeah. So the cherry blossom, so everybody was saying how amazing that is. The art stuff has come out extremely strong. So yeah, I think with regards to the original design, it's let's have a look. I see. I wonder if it should be on there. Let's have a very, very quick look so I can find it just before. Is it going to show us the original? 3-minute read. 'Cause it should be a blog on the shouldn't it? Let's have a quick look. Don't know if it's in between stages. So of course we've got the Yu-Gi-Oh! That's on its way out. So you've got that's now kicked off. You've got until the 10th of March to submit. There's 13 creations in there already, so we will be taking that at some time. But no, it's not. It's not on sets on the shelf yet, so I don't know how I can actually find it because I don't know where it is on the website. What is the original? Ah, there it is. Got it. Right, that was the original idea. So they've changed it completely, but I think the base looks nicer on the. I think let's have another quick look. I think the base looks nicer on the redo, but I think I prefer the Otter's face on the original. So it's a concept, isn't it? That's what I think. That's what we've got to live with, learn with, and just stick with because they've just sort of squashed it down ever so slightly. But I do believe this is the original submission. So they've added a lot more into the base, but the actual otter, I think it's just a quite cute looking face, isn't it? Whereas this is an actual floating otter. So is it going to be another Willy Wonka, or will it sell very, very, very well? So fingers crossed, it'll be. Hopefully, it does well because credit to the designer, obviously, and obviously they've chopped and changed and done it around and all those kind of things. So, yeah. Hello to Jane. Hello Winnipeg Pirates. Hello to you as well. And so yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. So that's what's come out. This I do believe. Hopefully, this is the right image because it's gone through the Lego media. So I'm assuming this is. I think that face is much cuter. But I think the base has a lot more detail on the redo. So yeah, it is what it is. We know this now. We know that they change it quite a lot. The Lego ideas used to be literally it was what it was. If you think of the old fishing store, they hardly changed a thing with regards to the old fishing store. But this is yours from the 1st of March. Again, pre-order. You can be sensible with. You can wait all the way through March in case there's another giveaway that you're looking forward to, and then you can tuck into all of that kind of thing. And obviously, just hope for the best that is going to be there because hopefully they do sell well and it keeps plodding on nicely and we can see what's what. I'm refreshing in the background. There is nothing as of yet. So what are we hoping for, guys and girls? Are we hoping for? I want something wintry. I would like a nice winter thing because obviously the Art of Chocolate was the last one that they did. You had the Winter Chalet before that. So I'm hoping there's some nice winter submissions in on Series 10. If, of course, Lego are going to be releasing their own castle this year, then I think they're going to struggle for a Bricklink Designer Program castle for Series 10 because that would be you got to think when Series 10's coming out as well. So, here's a recap of how this is all working. This is what we are waiting for in the next couple of minutes. So, the dates of this look. So, you've got the crowd support is from the 9th to the 20th. And then the review is from the 20th to the 19th of March. And then on the 19th of March, all the designs are announced. And we did this with the last one. And then we spoke about it and all of that kind of thing. So, yeah, there's some good bits hopefully to come through. Obviously the designers have been working very, very hard getting those different bits and pieces together. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. So right, it's live. I do believe it has just gone live. We are on the 2nd. Hey, here we go. Right, so that's perfect timing. Clicked on the page and we are live on the Bricklink Design 4 Series 10 as of right now. Here we go. So what is on here? What's made it? Good luck to all of the designers. Obviously, you've got to cast your vote. So it says choose one of the 3 options. Not for me, like it, love it. Don't forget that vote matters because when it goes in for review, there are 599 designs. Do I go from small to big or big to small? If you go by size, are they just going to get bigger? Yes, right. We're going to get small to big is what we're going to do. So we are just going to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through them slowly like this. In the comments, write the ones you like the look of, and we'll go back and I'll click on them because I can do this and I can do this and I can do this. But if I click on every single one, it will take me back to the top of the page. So first three are in. Moving down to the next three. There we go. We got a snow day. So we've got all bits and pieces. We've got the tile bound and we got ride the waves, which looks nice and smart. Is this the best way for me to do it? Is that the way to do it? Small to big. Yep. So Sean says small to big. I couldn't really tell. It was an otter, might just be me. Looks squished. Yeah, fair enough. Yep. Well, we'll go back to that. I'm just going to close some tabs down so nothing crashes. And then I will go through all of these slowly. And then write in the comments the ones that you want me to look at in greater detail. If I catch the comment, I will obviously click on it. If not, I will just go through them. Then we've got things like this. So I can just click, move it, move back, move it if it's got a second picture, move it if it's got a second picture. Some of them do, some of them don't. Of course, they're just going to get bigger. And it didn't take long because we've already got a Halloween set, a demon set, and a skull tower in much smaller form. So they are now using, if you notice, all of the newer faction elements. So there's a new shields on this one. This would work very well with, of course, the Transylvania set, for example, if you wanted just a little bit of an add-on from that kind of thing. You've got to think of the price points. You're going to get one. Normally, it's one small, and then it's what, 3 medium and expensive, or sometimes it's 2 medium, 2 expensive. So it's always worth looking at all of them. With regards to what it's obviously about, you've got a nice little bouncy castle that would work perfectly in my theme park, and then we've got the glider transportation, and then we've got a big flame monster truck. So congratulations again to all of the designers that are here. Now, there's always nice to see different airplane and aircraft, especially with the new airport that's come out, and that does look like it's fully modular as well. Western Standoff. That might be one that some of you might want to go back and have a look at, because of course, well, that might be at a cost-effective price point for a lot of people as well. Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, we'll go. Now we're going to go small to. I can't. I've literally just clicked on size, and it's giving me them in this order. So we'll get more and more expensive as we go. So the science kit is next. So there is one of those. You've got another Royal Castle wagon, and then you've got an ideas box. Now you're going to start, because we can also search by designer's name. So if there's any of your previous Bricklink sets that you really like the look of, and you want to start the old Rock Raiders, and you want to see if that designer has got one in, because of course there has been many good looking sets. So that is one. We've got so much to get through. Right. So first pirate set. So the shipwreck scavengers. Can I make these? Can I get in? What if I did that? Would that be a little bit? I can zoom in. So there we go. I'll do on that. Yeah. So we're now on page 2. So we've got the shipwreck scavengers, which is that one just up at the top. So again, nice little concept. It goes with all the piratey bits and pieces. Again, you've got to look at it from all perspectives of life with regards to what these things will work with. Now I've zoomed in a little bit more. Hopefully that will show off the designers' names a little bit more as well. Fingers crossed. So if I am too close, then of course just let me know and I can zoom back out again. There is a second winter set coming. Ice fishing. You can't go wrong with a little bit of ice fishing. That would look very nice in a winter village display. And you have got, again, just some nice minifigures and all the other little bits and pieces. We got a phone fix-it kiosk. So the amount of you that's probably broken your phone in the past, a version of a big mobile phone on the side, you can't go wrong. Teal and gold spaceship as well. So all sorts of different bits and pieces. It will be interesting to see. Oh, here we're about to say, literally, I was about to say the faction, and here they are. So this is the faction of the Bricklink Designer Program that it was everywhere last time and nothing got through, because I really think Lego is going to do their own faction of this, because of how amazing the sets were in Series 9. And if we are going to be due a big castle, well, this is the only one at the moment that doesn't have a large faction, I do believe. So yeah, we've got some nice things to be taking a look at. Shibo seems to have lost his biscuits over something. Well, we'll soon find out. Sean the Black Sheep, who I'll be taking a look at. Ryan's like, don't look at any of them. It's only because you're going to be end up spending your money, Ryan, I would imagine. Coming down, here we go. So we have got the next batch of 3. So we've got the Viking, we got the Archway, nice little photo, and then we've got a desktop diorama. That's a sweet little thing. You can have that on your computer desk if you wanted to. Moving on and moving down. I've got to go at a relatively quick pace to start with because there's so many of them. Nice little park with some nice ducks. Jewelry box. And then we got the Galactus Police Smuggler. Yeah, it's a nice looking 3 coming back down. We've got some more ice cream stands and different bits and pieces. Heart as well. So we have got the playground fun. We've got an ice cream stand. And then we got the human heart. Anything so far caught anybody's eye? Yeah, see, look at that. See, Jane has just said, water-themed castle with a Kraken faction would be cool. Well, are they going to do that? Are Lego going to pull the trigger on that? And is that going to be their own main thing? Is there anything that anybody has liked the look of so far? And of course, everybody that's liked the video so far, thank you very much indeed, because, well, it helps with the algorithm on YouTube. Hot Dog Festival. Oh, the things I could do with that. And then we have got the triplane landing field and a science kit. Oh, Hot Dog Festival. That's tickled me, that has. Oh, I'm such a child. I am such a child. Boat forklift. Now, there was a lot of almost like a Too Fast, Too Furious boatyard in the last sort of thing of this. This, I don't think. Obviously, we've got one coming, haven't we? And there's a giveaway of this there or thereabouts as well. So it could potentially work well, but I think that's just maybe unlucky with regards to timing on that one with the other stuff that's coming. But fingers crossed, if people want it and it does well, because don't forget, you just got to cast your vote in and then just carry on and go from there. Right, we are on to the top of the next page. So remember, 599 designs that we're going to be going through. Ice cream stand, says Off by Stud. So we like the ice cream stand, GGI. We will go back to that and we will click on that later on. So just remind me. So there's a first one that we like the look of. So Shibo says the Vampire Night Shields. I'm not too sure if that we've already passed that or not, but we will go back to the ice cream stand for you and we will see what that's all about. I'll click on it and we can take a look at the end. So that's okay. The modern container, looking nice. And then we've got another medieval hut. So again, nice little selection of figures and things that's going to be coming. That's too close. There we go. I just want to zoom in as much as possible so it's as clear as possible for you. And then just carry on and get these to the top. Slice of pizza. So we have got another plane. So Grandpa's biplane. We got a pizza slice, something very, very different. They got a good old curve on that one. And then you have got a vintage omnibus. And it's got the old school Legoland logo up at the top with a big sale on the side. I'm assuming that big sale must be from the shopping street? They had the big sale shopping street sign, didn't they? Maybe that's where that's from. So again, good parts usage on that one. Oh, another one. We've got another Viking longship. So again, you can see what I mean about the theming to the castle. That's the third one that we've seen so far. We've got the Moon Knight, which is a mini biplane. That's a very, very similar colour to the space giveaway, wasn't it, from the Lego Ideas? We've got a lobster rolls. Look at that. So again, something like this. Look at that, the Ocean Plate seafood truck, something like that. They sell well because they had the popcorn wagon, didn't they? They did them a few years back, and that seemed to have sold quite a lot of units. So there's always does seem to be a vehicle of some sort in there to sort of break up the pricing point. We've got a zombie survival RV, which is a 2-in-1. We've got a coffee van, and then we've got a wall clock working wall clock. Oh, check that out. So you can't go wrong with that. Is there? Well, we'll be getting to that bit. So we'll carry on with that, Gen Xter. We will be getting down there. I would like to see that West. So the Western set, forgot the name. Everyone wants to see the Kraken faction. Okay. Some designs on this series from the last series with a little modifications, same designs. Yes, indeed, Shibo. Yep, you have spotted that. So we are Western, which is on page 1. And fine. We can find them, so that's not a problem. We'll be clicking on that. Or would it be easy if I no? I have to do it at the end, I think. Yeah, we'll see them. We'll see them all straight away, and then we can give it more time. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to go through the photos really, really quickly. It's just not fair on all the other sets. So we've got the snowy skating pond. Again, something like that works perfectly well with the Winter Village thing. We've got tortilla sunrise tacos, and then we've got a 2-in-1 VXMU X1. You got fighter mode and mech mode. So another completely different concept of bits and pieces. And here they are again. Yep, there's another. You can see that they are all doing what they can for this. So there's another one of those. There's a repellent detachment. See, again, country market, something like that. That would just be a nice price point, maybe a little bit, obviously, depending on what the price point is. It's what be like 59, 60 pounds. So obviously they'll change the parts usage and stuff. And because that looks very similar to the pumpkin patch that's just got the green light, doesn't it? Right, moving on, we got a cannonball. We have got the off-road adventure for the desert, and we've got the duck fishing. So again, something like this, perfect for my theme park. Can't go wrong with that. Like I said, I'm really hoping for a really nice big Winter Village set in Series 10 because we haven't had them for a long, long time. So I've got the other two. I've got the Winter Chalet, and of course, I've got the other bits. So we're now on page number 4. You can try and remember what page your set is on, write it in the comment, just write the name, what you like to look at, we'll go back to, and the page number, and then I can just literally click on the page number and find it, because that'd be much, much easier for me. Yeah, end is better, says Jane, not a problem. Yeah. So we'll just tuck into everything, and then we'll do it all at the end, because there's just so much to take a look at. And of course, we are, as you know, we're starting from small to largest. So what you have to remember, if the Bricklink Designer Program is new to you, normally the basic rule of thumb is you have a smaller price point, 2 medium, 2 high, or they've never done 3 high. They have done 2 high, 2 medium. Sometimes they do a smaller one, a slightly more expensive, 2 more, and a big one. So you're either going to get 3 price points, 4 price points, or 5, basically, depending on the maximum part usage that they have done. And I got carried away with this, not actually clicked on the next lot. So we got the landing pad. There's a secondary photo, golden aviation, and then we've got snow globes. So if you're a fan of snow globes, that's always a nice little concept to do. You got 8, 10 in for 3. Then we've got a forest outpost. Again, they're using the newer faction bits and pieces. The Tiny Titan steam train. That's a cute little train. Rubber duck fountain. Well, Jay, that's something that you would want for your DC section with Penguin. I'm sure you'll be loving that. Kiosk. Again, something like that would work perfectly in everybody's city, wouldn't they? And you've got a nice little ice cold sign sold here. And then you've got a tiny modern home, which is a nice little thing. And a 50s pickup truck as well. Coming on, moving down, we've got a mountain flight, Rolling Dough Pizza Co. And we've got the app development team. So again, completely different ideas from everybody. We've got a playground with coffee shop, and you can see all the little bits and pieces that are included on that one. We've got the Western exploration. So again, that's just a smaller Western set. They haven't done a small, well, I say smaller, that's a hell of a footprint on that, but they haven't done a Western set at a lower price point yet. So that's actually quite an interesting add-on if you were into your Western theme, because this would be at the lower end scale, you would think, because we're only so many pages in. So like I said, the sets are getting bigger. This brings back some memories for a couple of people with regards to the old Scout Explorer. We've got a whale watching, so with like the Jaws sort of plinth. And then we've got a mini game all round with the brick. So you've got a game to be played on that one. So again, how it works, look, you go around, you just vote as you go through, and you can cast your vote that way underneath. So if there's anything that you really like, get your votes in, because that's how Lego will decide, supposedly, the final designs. So we've got the Brick Build Fantasy characters. So, I mean, you slightly, well, you can have them any way you want, really. So I'm trying to think, would that go with the D&D bits and pieces? We've got, there's the post office. So that is another Western thing, isn't it? The post office and stagecoach. That's the one that we saw, I think, right at the beginning before I changed it. And then the Silver Storm locomotive. So we're in for some trains on this one, and we're about to go to page number 5. Catch up with the chat very, 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 very quickly. UCS, excuse me. Outrageous. Outrageous. That's outrageous. I will show that after. I can't believe you just teased me with that. Cannot believe you just teased me all the way through this. So Ultrabrick says, think I could be in for a Star Destroyer. Sean, how far is the transfer? Yep. I'll get you guys go. You guys and girls carry on chit-chatting away. Again, with regards to the poll, we are 18 votes in. 39% thinks that the castle's going to be the strongest wave. 6% for Western, 22% for Pirates, 33% for something else. Whatever you think the theme's going to be, get it in the chat and let me know. Everybody that has liked the video so far, thank you very much indeed, because it massively, massively helps. Right, moving on to the next page. So we have got a weather research truck, which is a gorgeous looking thing. We've got the lifeguard tower. We've got trees and beans. Trees and beans. Can't go wrong with that. I'm now thinking of the UCS Star Destroyer. I can't believe I just slipped down. So, I can see the top of the picture. We've got an encounter. We've got a block raid runner. And again, if you want something for a castle, would you guys and girls be happy with something smaller? Would you rather just have something smaller, or do you want something larger? I know there's huge amount of castle fans about, but I still think if Lego's going to do their own big castle this year, I don't know if they're going to do a Bricklink one at the same time. They might do, because they obviously had all the other Bricklink stuff coming out with the Lion Knights castle. But are you going to get a full wave of stuff this time, rather than it just being a single castle? Are they going to do like medieval battle packs and all that kind of stuff like they used to do with the catapults and that kind of thing? We've got a pineapple pirate bar. Say that quickly. And then we've got another medieval cog. And then you've got a nice little diorama there for a bandwagon. Again, congratulations to all the designers on this one. You've all done a really, really good job. So you've got a skeleton slope. We've got the Italian getaway. With a nice little vineyard. That's a cute little thing. And then you've got a modular fantasy book nook. So again, we're going to be seeing some of them. We're going to be seeing, like Shubo said, some of them are just redesigns from the ones that didn't get into Series 9. And then we got, of course, lots of new ones for Series 10. You got the dinosaur dig site. We've got a nice city fountain, and then we got the desert refuge. What are we moving on to? See, Art of Japan. See, again, with how well the art stuff is selling at the moment, looks very, very nice. You got a ski chalet or chateau. Looks very, very big on that one. And then you've got the steamed, I can't even pronounce it. Steamed bun. Look, it's a burger bun castle, isn't it? Look at that. Fair enough. They've even put all the mustard and everything down the side of it. Right, you've got the emojis. I'm sure we've seen these before. I don't think I've seen these before. So we've got a couple of emojis, so you can mix and match all your different options. We've got the nurse log, and then we've got a neon chase. So again, well done to everybody on that. That was page 5. Moving on to page number 6. I already like the look of that. So page 6. So again, is there anybody that wants anything? Have a look. Right, perfect. Well, we'll soon find out, won't we? Explorers. That would be a good idea. Yeah, you could do that as well. I'm just having a look at the different bits and pieces in the chat very, very quickly. Right, there we go. So, right, you guys and girls carry on chit-chatting. I'm just going to keep my eyes peeled for what it is that you want to watch later, and then I'll start chit-chatting away with you after, because obviously if I keep stopping, we are going to be here for weeks. So medieval theatre, we've got a nice little kiosk. Again, fishing, like something like this would be great for a Winter Village add-on. It's just a nice looking design, that as well, and it's different because it's got a couple of reindeer and some dogs. You got the Grandpa's Workshop, and they've used all the old Octan bits and pieces, some nice little sign unit usage and all that kind of thing. That's a nice looking little set. We've got a nice little flower shop, and then we got the Space Barnacle collections as well. So again, some really nice, different looking stuff. We have got a road trip rest stop, something completely different. Again, that could be one of those little diorama things that they have. You've got a time capsule with 2006 and 2026. Look, see, that's a clever clever little design. And then you've got the medieval armor shop. Again, something like that would work very, very well indeed. We have got a steam tram. We've got the shipwreck. Good grief, island. And then we've got the towels, swords, scales, and bonds. I'm sure you guys and girls are. I'm not looking at the names of the designers. I'm only literally looking at the sets. So there's the cat calf, and there's Lost at Sea, and then we've got a full size chess set as well. I think they did something similar to that years ago as well. So because I think they did it as a game, but I don't think it was a full scale one. So you've got a jungle planet. We've got the wood frame house. And then you've got a jungle river outpost. So again, something completely different coming on for that one. We now have very, very different designs coming in now. Look at all these three. So we've got the cabinet clock, which is again, a nice looking thing. We've got a prison island, which is very, very similar to the Ninjago prison, to be fair. In fact, I think that's what it is. I'm not going to click on it, but I think I've eyeballed what that is because they've even put the squid at the bottom. Oh, it's not. They've done it as a castle. Never mind. I thought that was the one that they've never made. And then we've got a food stand diner. So you've got all three different stands on there. That's a nice little thing because you could add all of those into a. Well, that is my theme park. That's what I'd take that in a heartbeat. So yeah, that would work in my theme park display. We've got a compact road fun countryside greenhouse. You can't go wrong with the greenhouse, especially as it's full of cats as well. So that's a very, very pretty looking set. And something completely different, we've got a Space Command Center. So that's a really sort of clean looking design on that one. So that is page number 6, nailed and done. And you can tell that we're getting to slightly bigger sets now already. Yeah, so we've got Prison Island. So there you go, Jane. So I thought it was an Ninjago thing, but clearly it's not. It's obviously, you all know what that's to do with. Right. Fluid in, cracking on. So we've got the King's Encounter with the Rising Flames Tavern. We've got a Stone Age, which looks nice. And then we have got the Itron Mech. Coming down, we have got the Mr. Broadside's Guardhouse. We've got Music Through the Decades. And then we have got Tiny Buns. Look at that. That's again, nice little shop. So at least they've given us the count on this because if you look, we're just below 1,000 pieces. So I don't know what the limit is for the pieces this year. But we're just below 1,000 pieces still. So everything obviously before this, they're getting bigger as we go. So at least we know where we are for the brick count because I'm not clicking on them. I can't see what they are. So you've got a big dragon rider. We've got billboard on the edge of the city. And then we've got a retro donut shop as well. Moving on to the next one, we've got the Pepper's Pepperizza. We have got the mill on the wheat field, and then we've got a studio soundstage where you can obviously do some different bits and pieces. That's obviously it looks like it pulls out, and you can move Frankenstein in and sort of make up your own bits and bobs. So very, very clever. We've got a nice little boathouse. We've got an autumn riverbend retreat, which again, A-frame cabin all over with that, isn't it? You could not go wrong with the A-frame cabin. And of course, that would go perfectly well with the caravan that they did. So that's another sort of autumny type theme that they're starting to do. So who knows? We've got the World of the Sea. We have got the Site Hut Workers and Recourse. And then we've got a Journey to the Dark Castle. Well, look at the colouring on that with the purple. Again, that could go rather nice to the Transylvania set potentially as well. What we got? We got a Cloud Breaker. Oh, it's back. It's returned. It's Jay's set. Unleash the Flush. Unleash the Flush. There we go. So Jay, that's what you are going to be bidding for, I'm sure. I'll catch up with the chat shortly. We've got a Kraken Attack. So that's a big old thing on that. And then we have got Flying Scotsman, Medieval Barracks, and Elephant Surprise, which is looking very, very saucy indeed. Right, about to start on set page number 8. Let me catch up with the chat very, 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 very quickly. Right, anybody saying anything? So Ryan wants a pineapple bar. Anybody else? Shibo, Jane, Reese. Matcha and Yoga House make me laugh. So Jane likes the Dragon Rider. Apparently, the Razor Quest is now out and about. Looks similar to the previous playset, but much more yellow on the roof. Zeb minifig. Ooh. Yeah, it's it. It's a big old toilet, that one. It is a big old toilet. Right, carrying on. Let's go page by page by page. So we've got the Maple Sugar Shack. So, again, nice looking thing. Look at the tree design on that thing. Smile Vacation. There we go. And then we have got a Cyclops Gatehouse Attack. So something completely different again, which is lovely. Coming down to the next lot, we've got a bookend portal. Yeah, You Are Here windmill and a long freight train. Now that is a very, very long freight train indeed. So only that'll be all working and everything like that. There's more trains appearing now. So we've got a narrow gauge locomotive. We've got a Deadwood Ruins. We've got the Guard Tower as well. So we're now well into the 1,000+ pieces. So we are getting into a different price point now, I would assume. So we've got the Launch Base Alpha. We've got another type of boat with the same faction. So that is the Ocean's Duo. And then we've got a medieval lighthouse. So that's something that looks rather sweet. Moving on to the next thing, we've got Attack of the Golem. Nice. Then we have the Royal Convoy and the Amazing Brick Circus. So again, lots of different things that they could use, different price points. We've got a Bricklink Railroad steam train. We've got a tank engine breakdown train and van brake. Nice. We've got the violin was in the last one. I recognise a violin from the last one as well. So that was a full-size violin. So I remember clicking on all of those for everybody last time. We've got a Itron bass. We've got a Christmas board game, something different again. Tiny Home Adventure, very, very sweet. Moving on to the next one. Again, way back home. You can see again the colours. I just don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Because if they let these go through, then you know that Lego's not going to do the faction for this year. So it'd be very interesting to see if anybody has done another castle with a different faction or not. Because that faction just didn't get through last time. But you got a nice calf diorama, and then you've got the nice steam train on that one as well. And that is page number 8 down and done. So we are motoring through at the moment. So not too bad at all. Yeah, Cyclops looks great, Jane. I do like the look of that one. Shiba says, guys, if you remember the Vampire Knight minifigure from series number 25, you locate his shield in some sets. That's what we mean by, there we go. So it won't be too long until it'll be on PAB. Happy days. Right, moving on. So we've got a surf shop. We've got a not even going to attempt to pronounce that, but it does look very, very good. And then we got the Fury of Moby Dick. Oh, I am such a child. Do like the bumper cars. I did say that last time. There's a different version of that, and I thought that was very good. Be interesting to see if Lego actually did do a bumper cars in a bigger scale, like they've done with the roller coaster tracks. We've got a Sherwood Theatre and a family fun cabin on the lakes. So again, all three of those strong-looking sets. We are getting into a higher price point now because we know that the brick is getting higher. So we know the bigger the set, the more it costs. So simple and as easy as that with the formula on Bricklink. We have got a Brick Cola, the Hong Kong Ding Ding tram. We have got the Orcs Hut guarded cottage, and we've got a performance shop. Oh yeah, it's got all the Octane written on the front. Moving on and down, we've got a electric locomotive. We have got a signal box. So again, something like that would do very, very well. And then we've got the fire outlook tower. Again, something like that would be great as a big thing in the woods. Coming down, we've got the Alpine Valley Woodshop, the cargo switchway train, and the red postal street. What else? Moving straight on. Another wildfire look at. Isn't it funny how they seem to, not only are they the same sort of design, they're also the same brick count. So obviously they know what they're doing, the piece usage. Medieval campsite. Again, you can see it's an updated version, so they could just resell all of these again. People are going to buy them. And then you've got a lovely mountaintop sanctuary in Hot Spring, which is very, very smart indeed. Also, we know the concern with the Bricklink Designer Program because some of these designs will be stolen, and then other companies will just make them. We know that that is a case once the instruction booklets get put out. So there's the dock. That was the dock that I was talking about. So fingers crossed none of the designs will be copied. And then it should be all tickety boo. Bay of Plenty, looking lovely. And then we've got a little florist and a Christmas night Santa Claus. Because I wonder how many of these that don't get into Series 10 just ends up selling the instructions on Bricklink. Because I'm sure some of them in the past they have done, haven't they? And then they've gone for a completely different design. Right, you've got the Catchy Castle, another railway station. It looks like it's obviously a slightly bigger railway station, and you got the nice the passenger train. I can't even pronounce it. Panorama. There we go. And of course, I think that's a train that goes through the Swiss Alps, isn't it? And you can see out either side. Hence why it's a full view of everything. We've got another tram ride just on there. You can choose your side. And then we've got the Knights of the Black Keep. And then we've got a mini restaurant row with pedestrian street. So again, is any of these on anybody's list? Are you excited about any of these so far? Or are you going to wait until the very, very end? I've just seen Ryan's comment. That made me chuckle. The Boulder Full Farm. We've got the Noodle Shop, and then there's the King's Carriage. So we've got a long way still to go. So I'm sure there might be something that will tickle somebody. But then don't forget, you could be very, very disappointed because you have to vote for it. So remember, love it, like it, not for me. And then Lego pick the final 5. So there might be something in here that we all love and it wouldn't get through. So it's one of those, isn't it? So we've got the Oak Tower, Deep Space Explorer, and then we've got the Cog again, another medieval Cog and Longship. That's a 2-pack this time. We've seen them individually, and now we're seeing them together. We've got a Witch's Crossing, the Mole Train, and the Lakeside Camping version 2. So there is a difference. Was that the one that's the one that went through last time, wasn't it? Or not? Was it called Lakeside Camping? The one that Sean is going to be getting, I do believe. We've got the Magic Stroll. We have got the train level crossing. Jay will be all over that because he likes his little things that move up and down. And then we've got the Outpost of number 79. Oh, that's very nice, isn't it? Hike to the Waterfall. Check that out. Cozy Modern Hut at the River. A familiar voice. And then Hike to the Waterfall. Oh, there we go. Get yourself up to the top and jump off that. Right, we're 10 pages down. We've got 15 more of them to go. Are we excited by the first 10 pages? Knights of the Black Keep, says Jane. DJI says, I want the bumper cars. The Cloud Break is nice, says Ryan. John's just taken his Razor Quest apart. Jay seems to be very, very happy for the Razor Quest. And Reese is saying that it is a nice design. Yes, indeed. With regards to the poll, 19 votes in. It's close between Castles and something else now. 37% for Castle, 32% something else. So, yeah, don't forget, you've got to get your vote in. Then we wait and see for for a little while. And then it said April, I do believe, where we'll see the final 5 designs. Well, I'll recheck all the dates after. But we have got the Orc Settlement, the Last Outpost, and the Wonderful Travelers. And then we've got the New Depth Exploration, which looks smart. Again, that's all based on the old Rock Raiders sets from way, way, way back when. We have got another variation of a chessboard. We've got a wagoning counter up at the top. And then we've got another prison. So this is called the Prisoner. This one looks familiar. I think this was in on the last design as well, but just didn't make it into the final itself. So remember, it's a brutal thing because some of these sets are gorgeous, but it takes a while. It takes a few rounds for them to get through. So you've got the Riverside Hut. You've got the Helmet, a 50s space diner. So it's a pretty cool looking thing. And then you've got the Siege Beast, which is a big, big elephant. And again, look at the faction it's fighting. So something a little bit different on that one. That's a new one. It's a new concept from me, mixing in much larger animals with that. That elephant looks fantastic. Right, coming down, we have got the Shadow of Jealousy. Oh. And then we have got an ambush and a floating island. So that looks very smart. And then we've got the Winter Adventure, Legend of Snake Island, and a vintage signal box. Bear with me. I thought there was a pumpkin on the way, but there is not a pumpkin on the way, so we will continue. So, next three to follow these again, you can now see they're getting much bigger. So we are now starting to get to the bigger sets. We've got John and Rosemary Little Distillery, we've got Memories on the Corner, and we've got the Sunken Tower. So again, yeah, there is some nice bits and pieces starting to peel in. Yeah, so we got the Orc Settlement is nice. Sean likes the Winter Adventure. Yeah, so I will. There's so much to catch up on. I will catch up on the chat. So we have got those three, and then we're moving up on to here. Medieval Tournament. Now, I would like a big version of this just because it's what they've got at Legoland Billund. They have literally a huge stand with the horses that go charging away at each other. We got the proper themed look because now they've got the torsos available, obviously, from the vending machine. And of course, the torsos are available. The actual Paradise set is making a return in the colours. And if you don't know what that's all about, well, you obviously haven't been collecting Lego long enough because that is a very old theme. And they got a wedding photo as well. So yeah, the Paradise stuff was all like beach and slides and all that kind of stuff. Right, all three of these, massive detail. So we've got a Skeleton Fortress. That looks completely different. I love the colours on that. We've got the Stable Outpost. And then we've got the Ancient Temple as well. So all three of those are very strong. And that is a very strong end to page number 11. Yeah, so Skeleton Fortress does look very nice. We'll be hunting some of these back down after. So yeah, we'll just torpedo through and then we'll find them again as we go. So we've got Castaway Scene, Flowers of Stone. So that's a Castaway Scene. We've got Flowers of Stone, and then we've got the Plunder Prison. Moving on, we've got the Dungeon Builder Kit, Neighborhood of Creativity, and Limel World. So I wonder, I'm going to have to click on one soon so we know what brick count it is. Right, we're just going to click on this. What piece count are we up to? 1,765. So we have jumped up 700 pieces in 4 pages. But you can see why I can't click on them because it takes me to the top every single time. There's a gypsy wagon. And then there's the guild. I'm sure pumpkin's at this door. No, pumpkin is not at the door. Maybe it's smudge. Right, so moving on to the next batch. We have got a Silver Storm Steam Train. We've got a working windmill. Can't go wrong with the working windmill. And a medieval farm. So would you like a farm in your medieval, everybody? You've got the market. You can have a farm to go with it. Right, there we go. The first big Western set. So you've got the Bandit Hideout. So that is a chunky monkey looking thing. We've got the King's Castle. And then we've got the Sailing for the Light on those three as well. But yes, got nice bits and pieces on there. Look, medieval farm, Bandit Hideout. There's some strong stuff, really strong stuff in Series 10. Right, you've got the Cozy Townhouse. It's nice that it's completely like lots of different things. Adventures in Egypt. So again, completely different perspective on that. And then you've got Bob's Boat Warehouse. So again, looks very smart indeed. Can't go wrong with this. So you've got a cozy ski chalet. You've also got a hybrid racer. And you've also got a locomotive thing. So yeah, looking very smart on that. Another big boat. So we've got a big boat on its way out, but there's another big boat coming. The Royal Baggage Train. We've got a ship. And we've got a snowdrift stable. So again, something completely different on that. And that is page 12 done. So we are getting to the bigger stuff. And it's normally the last sort of 5 or 6 pages where people suddenly, all of a sudden, want to spend a load of money. So, right, we are here, aren't we? So down the canal, the Thunder God. So that's down the canal. So it moves. You've got a twisted feature. The Thunder God's chariot, and then we've got the supply line as well. So again, lots of modular buildings that'll be coming in. That's a mail and rail service. It's a nice little hybrid set. Nomad, another Dragon Rider. We've got lots of different Dragon Riders today, haven't we? And we've got a life-saving station. That's a point, actually. They haven't actually done a lifeboat rescue, have they? They never have done anything from this side or across the pond either. They've never done that set, I don't think, ever. We've got a lava lake. Look at that. That's pretty cool. So you even put found orange base plate, they put that on. You've got a captain's retreat, and then you've got a nice little butterfly stencil. So again, you've got one side, you've got a lava castle, and the other side, you've got a nice butterfly stencil. Only on Bricklink. Right, coming down, you've got a fortress. So again, if you're a pirate fan, that one's going to be for you. We've got a pretty train station and another medieval tournament. So again, just all of the different factions and things that are within that. This, I think we saw this one last time. The big faction shields. I would think Lego would just do their own, which is harsh to say because they've done the Harry Potter ones, they've done all the other ones. If they ever bring that style back for medieval, that would be what they would have to do, wouldn't they? But again, it could do very, very well on this as well. So you've got an alien ocean explorer and a classic American fire station. So again, nice mix of stuff. Right, end of the line is another one. We've got a wizard's tower. So that's again a nice bright color. Tall, mind. 18.1 inches, so it's just over a base plate and a half tall. Piggyback Express is the next one as well. Remember, we will be clicking on these once we get all the way through to the end. Oh, that looks deadly. Oh, God. So we've got a Forest Lodge. That looks nice. We've got a Yellow Bee. That looks nice. And a Shanta's Workshop, which you can never go wrong with. I'm all in on Winter Village stuff. So I just want a big Winter Village set. Just let there be a Winter Village set that is to the standard of the Winter Chalet or the Art of Chocolate, and then we'll see how it goes. But there's the next three. So you've got the Cyber City, the Mountain Locomotive, and then the Lake Ruins. That is page number 13, down and done. Catching back up with the chat very, very quickly. Lots more dragons. Yep, indeed. Nothing to go with the inn, not yet. No, there's nothing to go with those as of yet. Yeah, so that's it. So there's some nice bits and pieces. Like I said, I will be catching up. Yeah, so right, moving on. So we got a Dark Wizard's Keep. So because we're at the top of the page, let's just click on this for the brick count so we know where we're starting from. So we know about the price roughly. So we're over the 2,000 now. So we're into another price point. So really, this could potentially be into if they're going to do 5 prices, if they do that, this would be the 3rd price because we've already had the two smaller ones potentially, but you just never know with this because it just completely mixes and matches up. So at least we know where we're at with regards to the sets getting bigger. We got the Mighty Minotaur, and then we've got a signal box. So Brickerton signal box moving down. We've got Inside the Subway. Then we've got a Prime Space Cruiser, and then there's a City Tram. Moving on, we have got the Cozy Northern House, Jungle Planet in Islanders, and we've got a Shipwreck Explorers. I don't know what when. I wonder what page the big stuff is going to start on, because I do like seeing all of these different sets. So we've got the space truck, the Brickador, and then we've got the Strange Find as well. So that's a nice excavation site. A little library, little island, and then we've got a seaside villa. So that's a very mix of sort of part usage on that one, all sorts of different bits and pieces going on. So that's a nice looking thing on that one. We've got a Griffwall Abbey. So I don't think an Abbey's ever got through. They've done the university, haven't they? But an Abbey's never got through. A Space Marshal, and then we got a Peak Mine. So Gimmerstone Peak Mine Dwarfs. So that's a 3-tier set by the looks of it, with all the trees and stuff up top. We have then got a Mark II 1/10 scale modern racing car, again with the Technic internals. We've got a Brick Fit recreation centre. So you've got basically, I'm assuming it's a gym. And then you've got a wellness resort. See? Oh, by the same designer, look. I was going to say. Same designer, same brick count, same price point. So it's amazing. If you start looking, there'll be lots of the same designers that are in there. We've got Vikings, another one with a village this time. So that is literally the A-frame cabin, completely redone with a completely different roof and on a completely different base. It just looks like it's the same size, which is a clever concept. Then we've got the Honey Hills, and then we've got the modern desk habitat as well. So that is the end of page 14. So we are now going to get into the big stuff, I would imagine, for the final 10. So if it's up, Jay's just said if it's up to 4,000 pieces, so we're at the halfway point for price. We just never know what the full price is going to be. That's the problem. So click on this one. So where are we with regards to brick count? We were just over the 2,000 mark. And we're still just over the 2,000 mark. So that last page and this page will be there or thereabouts the same. So again, so that cabin retreat, that could again that could easily go through the stuff that they've already done. I say easily go through. People could easily vote for it. Obviously, it can easily go through because the Lego make their mind up. We've got a Sunrise Cafe and a Brick Miller machine shop as well. We have also got Village in the Sky, a kinetic sculpture, the Colourful Life in a Wonderful Colourful House, and then a Skull Island. So it's another big pirate set coming on and moving. That's another thing that the Lego haven't actually got on the shelves yet, I don't believe. I don't think they have a single pirate set out and about because the other set wasn't out very long. Family Gathering at the Winter Cottage. Again, that's a very interesting roof on that. Very, very interesting roof. I did see Santa running across the roof. Watchtower of the Damned. That's an evil-looking thing, that is. I love the colours on that one with, again, the bits and pieces dangling out at the bottom. So it's a good parts usage. Lake Combo Boathouse and a Countryside Cottage. So that could potentially go well with the Snow White, Seven Dwarfs Cottage. Again, it's a very bright thatched roof for that one. We've got the Haunted Cemetery. So again, if you are looking for, wow, let's be honest, I think that's one of the first times I've seen a haunted graveyard. So that's not too bad. Deep Sea Exploration, can't go wrong with that. So that is a Whale Fall. That was what we're after, wasn't it? The exploration sets. That's what one of you wanted it in the chat. Yep, Cottage is nice as well. Sauna House, Cabin Retreat, Skull Island, says everybody. Wait, Sean, wait. Winter Cottage, I'm sold. There, I know. See, it does look nice, doesn't it? Oh no, they are getting bigger now. So the Myth of Atlantis, Snowstorm Inn. So at least that one. So at least we know at 2,324 pieces for the Snowstorm Inn. And then we've got the Ride at the Bus Station as well. So if you think how big that thing actually is going to be now with regards to the parts. Right, we have got a farm roof repair. That's a cute looking thing. You see that all the time in the countryside for just doing that, different shapes and all that kind of thing. You've got an island, which looks good. And then you have got canal houses. So with the little tram shooting across the back. So all of this, they've all been very, very good. They have all been very, very good. We've got the classic library. We've got the fantasy tournament. Again, that looks like it's just a mashup of different bits and pieces. And a ship loading at the port. Snowstorm in, says Jane and DJI. Yeah, was it on this page? Yeah, we'll be clicking on that later. Well, I'll be clicking on that later. That's absolutely for sure because it looks fantastic. But just remember what page we're on because I'm going to forget. So we're on page 15 for that. So you guys and girls are going to have to remember what pages these things are on. But yeah, there's 500 of them. Don't forget. So we've got a double ship on this one. So that's the Skull versus the Blue Coats. We've got a nice little farm store up on that one. So it's a Cozy Crops farm store. We've got a Temple of Infinite Knowledge as well. Again, nice color usage on that one. Coming down, we've got a Cozy Tea Room we've got a monster mech, and then we also have a steampunk city. So again, it also depends on the licensing and who actually, if steampunk's just a certain thing or if it's a license and all that kind of stuff. Wild West Sheriff. We've got a snowy cabin, and then we also have there we go. Was this the one that you were after? The Ectoplanet on-site researching robotic system. I do believe somebody was after that one. Yeah, there's a couple of people liking that. I thought people would like that steampunk city. Yeah, so we'll be clicking on that as well. Don't you worry. But just again, just write the page number when you say what it is. So yeah, I thought I saw that. So there we go. So we'll just write page 16 and I'll know what to look on. Oh, it's your design. Oh, well, hang on then. Well, of course it is. Right, we'll break the rules because we've got a designer in the chat. We'll break my own rules and just click on this very, very quickly. So here we go. We'll have a very, very quick look, and we will come back to it. But I've just got to do this at a fast pace because we've got to get through all of the other sets. And I can't zoom out on that. That's the picture of what they've given us. Yeah. So I will come back to, but that is all of the pictures and all of the different designs of that one. Now, with regards to the brick count on this one, we are at 2,414 pieces. So congratulations to you for getting your design in for Series 10. So there we go. Congratulations on that. So again, you know how it works. If you like it, love it, click on it, get it in, get your vote in. And we will come back to that one, but we'll just torpedo in. Oh my days, there's a gingerbread cottage as well. So there's a castle gate. That looks very, very nice. There's a gingerbread cottage on a green base plate rather than white, something different. And then we've got a kraken, just called the big. Look at that boat snapping in half. So it's full length and snapping in half as well. We have got the Moon, One Giant Leap for Mankind. We've got Brick Studios, and then we've got Amber Sun. We have also got the Countless Manor and Coach. We've got Silverwood, and then we've got the Summer Cabin. And again, the summer cabin could easily work as any sort of form of accommodation in holiday design, development, or wherever it is. Old footbridge. So you can see what you're getting with regards to going over the track. We've got a riverside workshop. And then we've got Diamond Rock. So that's another big pirate castle. So there does seem to be some big pirate sets out and about. Lots of space cafes this time around as well. So we've got another steam locomotive. That is a very, very interesting looking thing. That is. I can see potentially that doing quite well because that's like a throwback to the 60s diner that you got from, oh God, before Bricklink was the designer program. You're looking at the Invitational for the 3 years that they did that for. I'm sure they did a 60s diner in that one. Right, moving on to page 17. Moving on to page 17. Right, so don't forget, we're getting more expensive. That's how this is going to work. They are going to be at a higher price point now. So they are getting that bit. You've got a sandwich club. So there you go, Jay. You got your own sandwich shop, and then you've got an island fortress as well. We are then moving on to an ivory palace, deep forest headquarters, and again, something like that. I can see that doing quite well, potentially. And then we have got a sunset hotel. So we have got a shipyard. We've got the yacht club, and we've got Sky Pirates. So again, that looks like it's just Sky Pirates. So we know all about the Sky Pirates from Ninjago, obviously. House of Frights. We have got the Trojan Horse Sea Shop, and then we've got a Busy Place. That's a cool little design. Don't forget, they'll all be designed on the inside of that. We've got a cargo train. We've got a Toucan Village. We've got a Christmas holiday home. Take my money right now. That color looked absolutely stunning in that teal as well. Good grief. So we've got a Christmas holiday home. I'm going to be clicking on that one. What are we on? Page 17. Absolutely. We've got the modern addiction. It's just going to go off the rails very quickly. We've got a beautiful looking scary house as well. Really nice, very, very nice looking design on that one just there. And then we've got a Serpentine Ruin with a very, very big thing going around. We have got John. Hang on, let me go through. Let me catch up with the chat very quick. Hang on. Yeah, congratulations to you. Take my money, take my money. Gingerbread Cottage, page 16. Thank you. Deep headquarters. Yeah, don't forget to write the page so we can go on there. So, yeah, don't forget to write the page. Number 50, Young 55. Hello to you. How are we? Hopefully you are good. Everybody that's liked the video so far, thank you, because it really helps with the algorithm. And we're 25 votes in, 36% for castles, 28 for pirates, 24 for something else. Whatever you think is going to be the strongest theme, or what you think is the strongest theme, just write it in the chat as well. But good evening to all of you. Right, carrying on. So we are moving on and down to the next lot. We have got an Adventures Guild. So again, now we're getting into big designs. Oh no, that's not good. Well, they should do. It'll be okay. Fingers crossed they will. What if you know what? On page 9. Yep, fine. That's all right. We will. Because you've written it on there. We will go back to that. That's absolutely fine. So we can do that. So we've got the Adventurers Guild. We've got the Jungle Base. And we've got the French houseboat. Because that's what we're doing. So what I'm doing is we're looking at everything for the first time now. Everybody's writing what they like the look of, hopefully writing the page number beside it, and then we're going to click on it and look at it in greater detail after. So we've got the Fountain of Youth, we've got the Pirate Retreat, and we've got the Wizard's Tower. If you can't remember what it's on, I can just skip through the pages quickly enough, can't I? So it's not going to be a massive problem if you've not been writing the page number down, because I'm pretty sure there's something on every page everybody's going to have a look at. There's a temple, we've got the coffee house and roastery, and then you have got a nice looking brick alley as well. Moving on and moving down, we have got Lock and Key. We've got the barber and the photographer. Oh, something different for the Western theme. A barber and a photographer. Well, because there hasn't been because there's a big Western set that has just come out, but we're looking into next year. So they haven't done a lot of stuff since, because Jay's about to be billed for one, I think. That's a gold mine. Oh, no, there is another one, isn't there? I'm talking nonsense. I'm getting the gold mine mixed up with the other one that's just come out. The Soul Keepers. What a cool name that is. One of the glow-in-the-dark pieces as well. We've got the heavy articulated steam locomotive. We have got a chalet, which looks nice as well. So again, all different brick count, all different bits and pieces. We have got the academy. We've got a gathering place, and we've got Lord Williams's castle. No, I've done it on purpose, Young. So I've gone from small to big on purpose. So that's exactly why I've done it, because every time I want to look at them, they'll be in the same place. Because at the moment it's randomized. It's always preset to randomized, but I've sorted it by size. So we're just getting bigger. That's all we're doing. So there's a medieval library, printing house and cake house. And then we've got a Viking shipyard with working slipways. So moving on to the next one, we've got another cyberpunk city with lighting on this one as well. Glows in the dark. So no lighting, it just glows in the dark. We've got a happy puppy for a border terrier. It's a cute looking thing. And then we've got a North Fortress, which looks nice as well. Then we have got, let's make a Koadama. I'm so bad at pronunciation. A cyber police division, and the old garage as well. So yeah, I'm always just going from small to big. So it's not lucky dip. So don't worry. So as long as you're letting me, as long as it's on page 9, I know where it'll be. So it'll be absolutely fine. So no, we do it this way just so it's easier. We've got a Transcontinental Express, Bloodstone Tower, and a Italian lighthouse. Page 19 already. I'm getting through it. I'm trying my best to get through it as quickly as possible. Not that we're rushing, obviously, but I just know people. We just want to have a look at these. So we've got jousting backstage. We've got a cog and crane, And then there's the forest residence as well, which does look very, very smart indeed. Brickingtonville, the design of the Journey to the Dark Castle, page 7. Yep, we'll take a look at that as well. Don't worry about that. Page 1, Guild of Transport was not supposed to have a studio screenshot. That's all right, don't worry. So, yep, just let us know what it is, what pages it is, and whatever else, because of how we're doing it. And we can go back and we can have another look. So it's not a problem. So I've done it from small to big on purpose. So we know that because if it crashes, it's just easier for me to do. So there's the jousting backstage. There's a cog. And then there's the forest. We have got the Polar Observatory. We've got the Return to Atlantis. I tell you what, I haven't seen any themes like that since they actually stopped doing the Atlantis stuff, to be fair. And then the Red Rose Railway. Please don't forget the Atlantis stuff was a ride at Legoland for a long, long time, and they renamed it Forest Biomass. Is this technically the first big castle, the Royal Nest? I think it is. That's the same size as the Mountain Fortress, I would imagine, potentially. Brixton High, build your future, affordable school of dreams. So again, it's like a fold-out school with a rock climbing wall on the front. What else have we got? We've got the Countryside Farmhouse, nice looking thing. We've got an outpost. And then we've got the Steamship Harbour as well. We have got a medieval Guildhall. We've got a firehouse. That's a beautiful looking firehouse, that is. And then we've got an ambush. That literally looks like a firehouse from Dollywood. I know it sounds stupid for me to say that, but I've just literally I'm sure there was a roller coaster and that was literally what I walked past. So very, very, very similar. What else have we got? We've got more chess. Chess seems to be very, very popular in series 10. This must be what, the 4th or 5th chess set that we've seen. Monkey Skull Island. And then we've got the Crawler's Convoy as well from Polar Nomads. There we go, another chessboard, all in different sizes for your games. We've got the Blue Light Train and the Brick City Station and a arcade gaming center as well. There's also a magnificent Minim Palace, the local railway, and you've then got a Wizard Tower as well. Looks like it's a rather tall looking thing going by that photo. Right, we're about to come into the final 5 pages. Let me catch up with where you lot are, and then we will go from there. So the votes are still coming in on the poll. It's close, but the castles are now starting to pull away with it. Everybody that's liked the video, thank you very much indeed. So let me have a look-see. Right, you guys and girls carry on chit-chatting away. Right, we have got the medieval tournament. Ah, there we go. That's what I said I wanted. So medieval tournament. I called it. I said if they did a large size medieval one, I think that would look great. So that somebody has done it, because that is literally the design. Well, yeah, that would just be perfect for a lot of people, I think. I'm just looking at, I said from Billen, didn't I, at the very, very start? I said, oh, I wonder if somebody would do it. Somebody has. So there we go. So you've got the Crimson Crown as well, which looks very, very smart. It's almost like that looks like a very, very tall thing. We are getting, hang on. Just so we know brick count, what size have we got to? 3. So Jay said the limit is 4,000. So we are now getting into the really big sets now. And by the looks of that one, there was loads of photos. So there seems to be lots of photos for all of these sets. So we can easily click on, look on all of these. So yeah, Reese says there's lots and lots of beautiful looking designs. Completely agree with you, Reese. There is lots. There always is, though. There always is. But they only pick 5. They only pick 5. So it seems to be now, as we said, that the Bricklink seems to have taken over the Lego ideas with regards to just the effort that gets put in, maybe. I'm not saying that the Lego ideas don't have a lot of effort put in, but they just get changed so much as the end result. So whereas we know that a lot of these is what it's going to look like. We've got a beautiful woodland hollow. Look at that, for a gorgeous purple up top. Then you've got a hamlet up on this one as well. And then you've got a Riptide Port on this one. Really interesting color scheme. And that, again, that would be huge. This will also be, all of these will be really, really big. So they'll take up quite a lot of space now. We've got a Ginger Cake House. We've also got the Bridge Watch Keep. And then we've got the Lost Prince and the Cursed Tower as well. We have got lots of Wild West stuff now. We're getting into, so it seems to be they've waited for the Wild West to get the much bigger sets. So, oh, I like the Lego ideas as well. Don't you worry about that. I've got lots of Lego ideas, but they seem the designers now that the votes that you go for the 10,000, the actual Lego group are starting to change the designs more and more and more. So you've got the Wild West Hotel, we've got the Wild West train station, and then the Medieval City Gate. But there's always nice Lego idea sets that come out. But what I mean is that what we see now is pretty much what you're going to get, whereas it does change ever so slightly with the Lego ideas. These will be tweaked, but not by much. So you've got a yoga house, we've got a fairy tree, and the Grand Tower house. We have got a farmhouse, which looks nice. Temple of the Nine Caves. So that is a hybrid of lots of different bits and pieces. And the Dark Village. So if you wanted, that would just go in anybody's fantasy land, wouldn't it? Let's be honest. So anybody that wants anything for that, the Dark Village would go in all of your ideas of what you lot are currently doing for that kind of thing. You've got a Pizza Avenue. Can't go wrong with a bit of pizza. Then we've got a Battle Fleet and a much larger steam locomotive train as well, because as we now know, we're getting into the high bit counts. That looks like it's on 6 or 8 bits of track, just eyeballing that very, very quickly. We've got the sunset, the western scene. We've got the castle construction site, and we've got an eagle flag, which is a clever design on that one. All right, final five. Final five is where we are at. So we've got a Caribbean holiday. We are in a samurai's retreat. And we are in a weekend in the countryside. Now, I'm only clicking on this because of the brick count, because I think we're jumping up quite a lot. So again, that does look nice. We are at 3-3. So they are getting bigger. And you can see there's lots of photos for us to take a look at as well. Yeah, so we'll be clicking on that for you, Jay, as well. Don't worry. Yeah, there's a few Wild West train stations that's appeared in this one. So because they'd have been tweaked ever so slightly. Got an Old Town. We got a superstar skate park and the Space Diner. So again, lots of diners in space. There's lots of different bits and pieces on that. You've got a full-blown medieval village, a 4-way medieval village on that one. We've got an island log house. Again, beautiful color scheme on that one. And then we've got a space research lab as well. So there's again lots of big sort of spacey sets at the moment. And here we are getting into bigger lighthouses. We've got a Hydra shipyard. I think that was in the previous one as well. We've got the Monster Town, another fantasy. Again, you can see gorgeous color usage. You know where this has been inspired from. We know that it is. But if you wanted to have like a Transylvania type village, you just need more black, blues, purples and things, don't you? So I'm sure Sean would be one of those. Rat Warlock says Constitution site is on my mock. Very nice. Let us know what page that's on, and we can click on it as we go back through. So let us know what that is. We've got the Kraken the mini golf. We've got the Fort Huck, and we've got the Seaside Fortress as well. What's going on? Hydra, Dark Village, Sunset, Wild West Train. Yeah. So that's it. So Sean's now all the way into his armpit, because if all of a sudden there seems to be a lot more sets that come out with that sort of dark color scheme, Sean's got no choice but to get them. We've got the Haunted Castle. We've got the Marspire Tower, New Orleans, and the French Quarter. So again, they've gone long length, or they've gone for like a full-blown 4-way, haven't they? Because you've got 4 fascias. Yeah, so it wraps all the way around in itself. So that's a nice, interesting design. We've got a Royal Vault. We've got Joe's Bike shop, and then there's a cottage guest house as well. That'd be a very, very big set, because now we are in the larger numbers. We've got a locomotive depot. See something like that again with all of the other train stations they've done. Well, there's nowhere for you to put your locomotive, so that does make sense. Yeah, because all the others were repair shops. Apart from maybe the first one was a double shed, wasn't it? So maybe not. Might be talking nonsense on that. Treasure Cove, and then we've got the Greek island apartment. I'm literally making up words as we go along on this one, and we have got 4 pages left until we've seen all of them, and then we'll go back over and actually click on them and see what is what. So we have got the Loot Lagoon, which is a full-blown pirate ship on top of a cave. Then we got the Roman four-room in frame. So again, you added all the minifigures up on that one. And then we have got a what looks like another rather large castle just on that one. Coming down, we've got the Northern Watch Fortress. We've also got a Japanese castle. I'd be in trouble if that actually came about. And we've got a training ground for the medieval. That's a very, very different project. That I can see that doing well. It's just different. I can just see that. I can see that doing well. In fact, I can see both of these doing well. Not like nothing against any of the other designs, but I haven't seen them before. So who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? We've got the Empire Station. We've got the Point and a volcano hideout as well for a pirate. So again, they've used the old sort of Lego systems type artwork on theirs there. They've got the regional city. We've got the dwarf stronghold. And then you've got the quarters. Again, really nice looking designs on all of these. So yeah, some really very, very nice looking sets. We've got the High Fortress, Grand Suspension Bridge, another lookout tower. See, that's another popular thing, but it seems to be that you've got lookout towers at the moment in completely different scales and different price points as well. We've got a tug. If you want a steamy tug, you can get one just there, see? And then you've got a Mystique Tower of the Dreadnought Rock. And then you've got towers engineered as well. So there you go. You've got the mountain. You've got another that's another type of set, isn't it? Where they're battling each other. And there's an actual history museum, a Brick City History Museum. Looks like that's a big old museum as well. I can see people's things coming through. Let me just very, very quickly catch up with the chat. So Jane's got a lot that we'll have to look at, which is not a problem at all. So let's have a look. See, Deep Space Research Cruise is my submission, probably near the end of the list. I'm going by size order, Nobard. So just let us know what page it's on, and I can have a look. Because we might have already seen it, but we will be going back because we haven't actually clicked on anything yet. So we are going all the way through. So I'm not ignoring anybody. It's just I'm just getting through these so everybody can see what they are. Pick the ones that everyone wants to look at, and then we'll just look at them in detail. So you've got the Flower Field Castle because obviously the sets are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. We've now got the Dungeon Spire Keep and Enjoy the School as well. So we've got to be, realistically, with 3 pages to go, we've got to be close to the 4,000 piece mark, haven't we? Surely. I'm not bad, am I? So 3,892. So we are literally at the limit of what they're allowed to do within that window for pieces. And of course, the higher the brick count, the more money it's going to be. So we have got the hotel, a Grand Victoria. So that'd be a perfect hotel for somebody or something like that. Big chunky Ferris wheel. We've also got a Queen. Oh, is that the same designer? Yes, it is. So there's a Grand Victoria and a Queen Anne Victoria. There's a City Hospital. There's the Queen Victoria, Queen Anne, and there's a big red mansion as well. Lots of different shapes. You can see how much space and everything's inviting on the inside of those. Huge castle gates on that one, and 2 monstrous boats as well. So you've got the Spice Galleon, you've got the Northern City Gates, and then you've got the ancient warship of the Roman era. I can see you lot wanting for me to click on a lot of those. Yeah, so we'll be clicking on all of those. Don't worry, do not worry. So we'll be getting back to them. You got more games. Yeah, see, there's lots of people have been inspired, I think, by the 3-in-1 set, where they're all doing these much larger jousting sets. So you've got festival games, the Castle Gate, Dragon's Reach. What else do we have? We've got a big harbour. We've got a big building. And then there's a big volcano. What else is there? There is the Black Beacon and a Yellow Bee, a pirate castle story. We've got a metro station, which looks smart. Old Town Canal as well. Tangerine Town, something completely different coloured roof on that. Nice colour setup. You've got a coastal base. So you've got to remember that we're nearly at 4,000 pieces. So these sets now are huge. They are the big ones. We know what the size of these are. You saw the size of the castle that I was showing off yesterday. That is a big set because that was the bigger one, but the piece count now is higher than what it was, I do believe. So these are really big sets now. We've got another port. So we've got a plunder port. We've got a Stormrock castle. And then we've got the Red Rose Hospital. I think potentially the only way you're going to get a hospital at the moment is through the Bricklink Designer Program. I don't think Lego would ever do it yet. I don't know why. We'll be going through all this in a second, DJI. Don't worry, but pre-orders are miles away yet. So we're in the voting stage at the moment. So I'll go through everything again. And then we'll go over all the sets. And then I can just start having a little bit of a chit-chat. So, yeah, so we've got the Castle with the Secret Lady. Again, that that castle's going to be massive. Different colour scheme as well with the red roof. Dark Knight on the top there. And then we've got an awesome space tower. And obviously all the clear gas with the actual space symbol up top. Right, we've got the Brickthorn Castle. There's a very nice looking medieval city port on that one as well. That looks like it closes as well. It looks like it's got the 3 hinge points. And then you've got another fortress. It seems to be that the medieval theme seems to be very strong on Series 10. Deep Space Research Cruiser. Stuart the Mech. And then we've got the Fortress as well. And I do believe this was from the last series, I do believe. So that was Series 9. And I think this one was also Series 9. So I think some of these big ones are from Series 9. So you've got the cliff top, and then you've got the Watch at the Midnight Sea. And then we've got the medieval town hall. What else do we have? Huge fort. That looks beastly. That's got to be what? Close to 4 base plates wide. Rough to Ready Dog Groomers. That's a cool little name. And then we've got, this is the one that everybody thought would do well, and it didn't get into the final. So the Driftwood Keep, which I remember everybody kicking off about that, saying, well, why? Because people wanted this rather than the Medieval Tavern. And I thought, I thought the Medieval Tavern was beautiful. So it's back. It's back with a vengeance. So if you want it, you got to vote for it, because all of these big sets now, all of these I recognise are back. So we've got Castle of Roses. We've got another big castle, which is the Whitemere Castle. And then there's another cove for that sort of theme. Moving on, it's a big old boat, that is. We've got the Gilder's Island Keep. Again, that flaps open and shuts. We've got a very big pirate galleon. That boat is huge. And then we've got the Pirate Last Stand as well. Oh, they've done it, have they? They've redone the Wild West Fort. That was a Lego system set from, good grief, years gone by. I think it was before 95, and that is just a beefed up version of what that was. So that would look pretty cool if you've got a Western theme. You've then got a library, and then you've got a Castle by the Lake as well. Final page. We've got one more page to go, and then we will be taking a look at everything in detail. So, last page. We've got the experimental steam-powered suspension train, the Sea Haven Stronghold. We've got the Brick Park. So we are now as close to 4,000 pieces as we possibly can be. We have also got, look at this. So we've got a dragon spire, big dragon castle. Nice red roof. We've got an Abyss Knights of the World of Legion with Wreckstone. And then we've got another big castle as well. So these are I think these are a bigger. These will be bigger than my Mountain Fortress, because the Mountain Fortress, I think, was a limit of 3,000 pieces. So this is now 4. So you get more detail, but it's going to cost more money. Yada 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 yada. Um, we've got a Clown 4 Keep. We've also got another Stone Sphere. Got Grandpa's Visit as well. That'd be a, going by the look of that base with the swings and everything, that'd be a huge set. We've got another Keep. We've got an Isle. And then we've got another dark looking set as well. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I know. It's we'll be clicking on that. We'll be clicking on all of them. Don't worry. We'll be clicking on all of those sets. I've just seen Jay's comment. I remember that one as a kid. Yeah, so that's it. So jacked out, we will be clicking on all of them in a second. So yeah, don't worry about that. But yeah, these are coming into the last few, and then we'll go all the way back and then just click on them so we can actually see the photos. So we've got the medieval blacksmith house. Then there's a Brixton city, and then we've got a coronation at the White Tower as well. So again, some completely different sets that I don't recognise from the last time. We've got Greek Street. We've got the Brick Trading Market, and there's another attack. So that Kraken is all over the place in Series 10. We have got, oh no, the castle's back. They're the prison, shall I say. So we've got the Big Valley. That's huge. Then we've got an Orcs Village. And then there is the Prison Castle has returned from Series 9 as well. That thing looks massive. And last two, before we go all the way back, is we've got the Medieval Cathedral and the Rockspire Castle. Well, that is 555 that we got through very, 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 very quickly. And now we'll be just going through them, I think. I need to stop watching this stream. It's making me crazy. Yeah, so, right. Let's blitz it back to page 1, because I'm assuming we're just going to have... Is there anything on page 1 that anybody wants to have a look at? So I'm just going to go. I don't think anybody shouted out for page 1. Who's a design? What page were the designers on? Yes, it is. That's it. We'll go back to that. So yeah, the last Kraken attack. Oh, it's mine. Oh, it's yours, Mickey. Well, I was literally about to jump back to everybody's and click on it all. So we'll be going on all of the bits and pieces. Right. So page 1. So page 1's a smaller version. Mine on the Grand Suspension Bridge on page 22, and the Guided Transport from page 1. Righty tighty. Okay. Right. Let's have a look. Let's see if I can find yours. Where is it? Let's have a look. What's it called? What do you say it's called? Page 1. Yeah, there's huge amount of bits and pieces. The girder transport, page 1. Now, are you looking at it from high to low? Because I'm on... Oh, there we go. Right, so this is yours. Happy days. So this is the Lobster House, number 44. That's it. So that is the set. It looks a big old thing as well. So if you could have that port, you could use that in all sorts of different displays if you wanted to. So good luck to you. Fingers crossed it does what you need it to do. And yeah, I'll keep looking at the chat. I'll flick through. So that's the first one from page number 1. Anybody for page number 2? Is anybody on page number 2, or does anybody want to look at any of these sets from page number 2? We have got on page 23, right? That's fine. Lucas, how are we? Got 4 designs up in the Bricklink Designer Program Series 9. Yep, rolling the dough pizza co, the sugar spun scooped ice cream, tortilla sunrise taco, the autumn riverbend retreat. Please continue taking a look. Yeah. So literally, we've gone through all of the pages. And now just got to find them to click on them. So we are going to be clicking through. So yeah, so 555 votes are going against each other. So now we just need to click on them. But congratulations to everybody. that's managed to get the bits and pieces in there. I've got that one now, Ryan. So that's good. No, Mickey, don't be like that. No, it's fine. You've done it. You've done better than I have. I haven't put a submission in, so it's absolutely fine. So don't worry about that. On page 2 is my boat forklift. There we go. I was talking about that before. So I said that I spotted what I said was it's a smaller version of one that was from last year, which reminded me of the Too Fast, Too Furious movie. So Lobster House, number 44. This is this set. So this is the smaller version, and we already saw the bigger version because the bigger version was when I said that's the one that I was talking about with the Fast and the Furious. So again, congratulations to you for getting your design in. Does look very, very strong. There's some amazing sets in and about, isn't there? So there's some very, very strong sets in on there. Right. So we're carrying on with series 2. That's all right. I'm now looking at the chat as we go through, so it's okay. So just when you see yours, just let me know what it is. 16, yes. Okay. So we're currently on, because if you're getting tired, that's fine. So we'll jump to page 16. We can quickly have a quick look at this one. So there we go. What do we think of this? Are you a fan? Because to be fair, this will bring back memories for a lot of people if you collected like the Bionicle type bits and pieces as well. But it's nice that they're all. To be fair, the builds look nice. I think it would look nice on a shelf. I do like the toes; they're not going to fall over. And you've done a hell of a lot better than I have. So congratulations for getting your design in. No matter what happens, if it gets put through or not, you should be proud that all of us can take a look at your design on the Bricklink Designer Program. So it's there. Congratulations to you. Obviously, if there's any feedback from anybody, you can take it with a pinch of salt and you can change it if you think you need to change it. But yeah. So yes, from the Exoplanet On-Site Research Robotic System. So obviously it's all the different types of robots, 2,416 parts, 333 bits. So yeah, there we go. That's what I thought it was. That's what it reminded me of. Yeah, Bionicles. So no, congratulations to you. Anybody that's in the chat now that's got their design in, you've done amazingly well. So you should be really proud of getting your bits and pieces in. And we'll just keep plopping through. But yeah, you get yourself to bed. You don't want to be late and tired, because obviously everybody's different times around the world, aren't they? So we're all right. It went live for us at a half decent time. So we're on page 3 now. So we are on page 3. So for page 3, is there anybody that is on this? I am reading all of the chat as we go through. I am seeing. So we've got Mickey saying to the tripod landing field. We've got all of the others as well that are coming through. So just let us know. Just let us know, because this is the one with the pizza in. But if you personally want to see it, then let me know. If you're the designer of it, let me know and I click on it. So I've now got double chat going on at the moment, so it's fine. Not a problem. Good night to you. Not a problem. Congratulations again. Congratulations. Thank you, Killian. Thanks for Killian's support. Work harder. Thank you very much indeed. Luca, I'm not good at social media. Not a problem. No, don't worry. Luca Light is absolutely fine. So congratulations on getting your designs in. Page 23, Stuart the Meg. Right. Okay, well, we'll get to page 23. What we do, we will get there. We'll just carry on going through this way. So is there anything on page number 4 anybody wants to take a look at? Because I could click on all of them, obviously, but it's just going to take 2 weeks. So we will be breaking these down over different live streams, but there's just so much to take a look at. So if there was anything that you wanted to take a look at on page 4, I'm just going back through. Let's have a look. Have a look. See, where are we? I'm all the way back up to talking about the Razor Quest, but I don't think there is anything on page 3. So if there's anything theme park related, then obviously I will be clicking on it. But I think that says it all, really, because you can see what that one is, because it's just a nice little small set, so you don't have to click on all the different photos for that. So you've got the Ice Cream Co. I've seen the Ice Cream Co. in the chat. Was that you? Was that you? Where was that? Oh, you did the biggest cracking attack as well. Oh, well done, Mickey. There's some, there is some amazing competition in there. I'm just reading back through the chat. Yeah, there's some amazing designs come through. It's amazing actually how much detail all the designs have, from the smaller sets all the way to the bigger ones as well. But yeah, no, congratulations to everybody. So Mickey, congratulations to you. Luca, again. Ryan's in the background. Evening to Killian. Good evening. How are we? So yeah, Jonah Young, not a problem. So DJI wanted the Crimson Crown. Yeah, and they've got the bigger one as well. Got the submissions that I need to be clicking through. Yeah, so no, I'm glad. As long as people enjoy themselves, that's good. If you can, again, if you like the video, thank you very much indeed. So, miss the Sunrise Taco. Was that on the page before? We can't miss the Sunrise Taco, can we? Was that the page before? I need to slow down a little bit. Yes, page 2. All right, hang on. Shut your eyes. Page 2. Sunrise Tacos. So there's the ice cream stand. And then we've got the hot dog festival. We've got the shop. Where's your Sunrise Taco? Was that on page 2? Or was that on page 1? Hang on. We'll find it. What I might just do is just type your name in, and it will give me all of your designs. That might be a little bit easier. I think we might just do that. Yeah, we'll just do that. Right. Okay. I'll start with that. So Noab, we've got the Deep Space Research on page 24. Space Bus on page 15. I have no idea the easiest way of doing this. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to scroll through them and just shout when they're yours. And I'm looking at the chat as I go through. So we are on page 4. And I think there's some on page 4 that you lot wanted to look at. So when we get to it, we'll click it and we'll go from there. Oh, it's in the middle of page 3. So I hadn't actually got down to it then. Fine. That's all right then. So we got to the pizza slice, seafood truck. Landing pad is mine on that page 2. There's loads of designs. So there's a coffee van. Tortilla. There it is. The Sunrise Tacos. We found it. So this is it. So bricks and mortar. I wonder if I can click on your name and it'll give me the rest of them. I wonder if we can cheat and do it that way. So can I? Yes, I can. Does it zoom? No, it still doesn't zoom. Balls. Right. So this is your taco stand. I think Jay's a good fan of a taco. Page 4 for you. Not a problem. We'll get there. Jane, not a problem, Jane. We will be covering this over different evenings, so don't worry. So next time you're in, we'll be looking at all the sets that you want to be taking a look at, because there's lots and lots of castle stuff. Do like the selection of minifigures in this one. I do like, I say, there's a cactus with a guitar. That's a cool looking thing. So yeah, it's got potential to do very well. They all have, haven't they? No, don't worry about that, Jane. I will definitely want to vote. There we go. So just let us know what it is when you vote for them, Jane, in the next live stream or so. Let us know, and then we'll click on them in detail, because there's going to be a lot of people that will want to click on like all the bigger castle bits and pieces. But if I do you, see, it just doesn't work properly, does it? 0 creations, but you've got them going. So no, it doesn't work that way. Nightmare. Does not work that way. And is it taking me all the way back to page 1 every time? Yes, it is. Right, we're jumping to page 4. Wonder why it's doing that. That's not going to be fun. Right. Jay said, was that the Breaking Bad van? Well, I don't know, Jay. You didn't get your commenting quick enough. What, the RV adventure? I'm assuming this one. Page 4, Jay's gone for the Breaking Bad van. Is this the one that you wanted? So Reese is partial to a taco too. Lucas, the Lego guy, says it does look like Breaking Bad van. So this, I've actually clicked on the correct set. Happy days. I've done a thing. I found something that somebody was talking about. So it's well, I said it's a nice scale van, and it comes with a cat, so you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with that. There you go. Jay seems to be partial to an RV fan. I see Spaceballs. Go. You guys are going to have to literally just scream at me when the set comes up. But that is that, and yeah, it's 251 pieces. That one comes with kitchen, bathroom, and it's seating up for up to 7 minifigures as well. Now, annoyingly, look, when I do this, it goes all the way back to page 1. So shut your eyes, because they haven't got the page bit at the top. So you jump all the way back down to the bottom every time. Because we're on page 5, I think. Yeah, balls. Page 4 we're on. There we go. Right, so we got the Paradise ice cream van. We've got Paradise ice cream van, and then we've got the Golden Aviation. We've got the snow globes. None of those ringing a bell for anybody. Jay said no was page 3. Oh, god damn, Jay. What? what one are you talking about? I like the pizza slice. I'm tempted to click on the pizza slice. Got a seafood truck. Oh, that van. What, the zombie survival? Do me a favor. Watch Spaceballs for the love of God. That has to be the one that Jay's talking about. Right. RV zombie apocalypse van. Is that the one that Jay wanted to take a look at? We'll take a look at this one. We will get to everybody's designs, don't worry. Modern tiny home on page 4, says Timothy. Not a problem. We'll be on that shortly. And then I see, just when you see yours come back up, because I know everybody's saying what everybody's are. So just let me know when we get to your page again. Because how this works, I can't see the chat when I go through. And by the time I look back at the chat, obviously it's shooting back up, which is great. So there you go, Jay. Are you going to be voting for this one? That is the question. And it's a 2 and 1. So you can have it as a camper or a zombie. There we go. So that one was for Jay. Shut your eyes. Page number 4. And we're going for the modern tiny home. That one. Yeah, we were looking at. Yeah, I was just going to say, it's right beside the chaos. I remember that. So again, this would be a really great price point for people, and this would go well with a hybrid, I guess, because obviously it's a modern tiny home, but of course it could be out and about. It could be you could be used as a glamping to go with your A-frame cabin. It could go with potentially the caravan set that was available on previous Bricklink designer programs. It's that sort of scale, isn't it? So yeah, I think he does. I think he does. Right. So refuel at the landing pad is also page 4. Not a problem. So yeah, we can. Well, that's it. Just let us know. Now we're doing it this way. Is fine. So that's not a problem. You're just gonna have to literally shut your eyes when I scroll down. There's no easy way of me getting back to the page, which normally they have the page number at the top as well, but they don't. But no, this is just a nice size, and they always will, I think, do one at this sort of size and price point, won't they? If you think of everything that's gone by previous. We've got like the little camping pitch. We've had the popcorn thing. We've had all the other little bits and pieces as well. So, yeah, this one has got all the potential in the world to do very, very, very well. So, is this yours, Timothy, or not? Is this your design, or just the one that you wanted to take a look at? Because if I go back like that, oh, I can cheat. Right, I'm just going to cheat and do it that way instead. That's fine. Rather than actually clicking the background one. Well, now I can cheat. I can just click on other bits and pieces as well. So I got the Rolling Pizza Company. Again, that's something completely different, isn't it? With all the different bits and pieces that are on the inside of this. Lots and lots of different bits and pieces that are going on. yeah, there's so many different designs, so many different designs of just different price points and different bits and pieces, and yeah, it's yeah, there's a lot to take a look at. Oh, your design, congratulations. Congratulations. So yeah, I've said it all the way through the stream. Amazing work from everybody. I can't do this for love or money. I just sit here on a floor. That's all. That's as much as I can contribute to this. But no, congratulations for that. Jay's also just got a Walter White. Where are we? Refuel at the landing pad. Now I've got to read some of these because there we go. Refuel at the landing pad. Oh, there we are. There you are. Look at that. In the chat and on the TV at the same time. So did you? I'm sure that this one. I recognise this one from Series 9. Is this a thing from Series 9? Have you tried this one before, or have I just gone mad? I do like the battery recharge on that, mind. That's a cool looking thing. But no, again, with regards to price points and sizes and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, we go. See, yeah, that's it. Your username matches. Yeah, I thought I recognised. I do pay attention to stuff, and I do look at lots of different bits and pieces as well. So yeah, I thought I recognised this one from Series 9. I'm assuming people would want to look at this as well. Right, so we've got the wagon, and again, this literally is pretty much the size of the popcorn thing, like the base. You know, the one that actually got through. So the thing is with this, if you have got your medieval section, would you then have to build up the rest of the path that will go through? Space Bills need some love, so try to do something small. Can't go wrong with that. Ryan, hello to you. How are we? Hopefully you are good. Yeah, so something like this, again, it's just at the great size. Again, you're looking from a price perspective. This would be a very, very nice addition to people's medieval stuff, because it wouldn't surprise me, maybe, if one day they did something small rather than a huge castle. But as we know, and we keep talking, we don't know, but what we think is Lion Knight's castle is going to be replaced. And if it's going to be replaced this year, and they are going to do a load of horse and carts and catapults and all that kind of thing, would this specific type of thing even get a look in? So yeah, we just have to wait and see what happens, won't we? I have to wait and see what happens. Right, so I think we've seen everything on page 4. Well, obviously, we've seen everything, but I think we've clicked on the ones that you wanted to see on page 4. Does anybody quickly want to see anything else, or are we good? I'm just moving straight on to 5. I think we're going to move straight on to 5. Those wagon wheels, half barrels. Nice idea. Wagon wheels? Oh, right. Sorry. Yeah. The wagoned wheels. I was thinking, chocolate. That's the first thing I thought about Killian. I was like, yeah, they were quite tasty. This is a nice thing. A bit of whale watching. So, yeah, that's a pretty cool thing. The Scenic Mountain Flight on page 4 is also yours. Yeah, we'll have a look. We can have a look. Yeah, that's it. But no, this again, it's just, I just like the fact that you've got lots of different scale builds, because you've got the smaller ones and then you've got the much larger ones, and everybody likes an array of sets, don't they? So yeah, there's some nice bits and pieces from the display. I know I'm going through them quickly. We will do future live streams where we'll be taking a much deeper dive and going over all the detail that's in all of them. But it's just going to take so long, which isn't a problem. But it's just going to be one of those. Which one you say those? Scenic Mountain Flight on page 4. We are still on page 4, aren't we? So, Scenic Mountain Flight. That one. Well, we'll give you a bit of love. Why not? So that is that. Nice little mountains. It looks very similar to the Japanese postcard that the kind of thing that they did, didn't they? And then you've got the little bits in the middle. So yeah, it's a sweet little build. That I think there's just the 2 photos that are on that. No. You got the moving tail fin. You got the nice little thing on the back. How long did it take you to design all these, by the way? Everybody that's saying the sets that are yours, because they must take ages to be able to get them from your head to a build and then get the photos taken and then get them submitted. They must take a while for you to get there. Months. Yeah, I bet it does. I bet it takes absolutely ages. Right, page 5. Is there anything on page 5? Took a month for 415. Yeah, I can imagine for all of you it takes a long, long, long time. Now, I think there was some of you. Did some of you want some of these on page 5 or not? Right. So with regards to the vote so far, we're 36 votes in, and just reckon that the castle might be the strongest theme. To be fair, that's not a bad shout. I think I think castle is quite strong, but we are now getting into the smaller castle bits and pieces. We've got all of these coming through. I'm just going through slowly in case somebody shouts out that theirs is on page 5. If there's nothing on page 5 that you want to look at, we will literally just carry on. So if you have just joined us, we have gone through every single one of these already, but we've not clicked on them. And now we're just clicking on the ones that people want to see. So your bills of years and that does not surprise me whatsoever. Whatsoever. You've got the different emoji faces. Right, moving straight back through. Anybody for fishing with friends? I do this for Sean. Sean likes the winter stuff, so that's a nice little thing. I think that's very, very smart. You could easily add that into a winter village display. I like the penguin build. I like all the bits and pieces that are on the side. So this is how much detail would go into all of the other sets when we've got more time. But you've got everything on there. So you've got all the different fish. You've got the nice little dogs. You've got the other types of dogs, and obviously you've got the reindeer at the back. You have got what looks like a bit of an Easter egg on there. And I don't, because for whatever reason, the Bricklink stuff, you can't zoom in. I don't know what that map is telling you. Oh, it's a toilet. There's another toilet cabin. So that's obviously from the Alpine Lodge type toilet size, all mixed in with an ice skating rink. I think it's a toilet. Yes, it is. It looks like a toilet. What is that? What have they given us as a bit of an Easter egg on there? Oh, it's the bloody Art of Chocolate and the Winter Chalet. That's what they've done. Am I seeing that? Am I just making that up? That's definitely the Winter Chalet because it's got the piece usage across the top, and I'm pretty sure that is also the Art of Chocolate. So they've added in both of those as a little Easter egg and map. So I wonder if this designer has something to do with it. I'm sure that's what it is. Because even the jackets are very, very similar for both of those sets. So I'm sure that's it. I'm sure that's what they are. I think I've nailed that one, Sean, for you. So you're gonna have to vote for that. Right. So we've got the Kiosk, the Medieval Theatre. Oh, the Art of Chocolate's gorgeous. Yeah, the Art of Chocolate and the Winter Chalet. Both of those sets are fantastic builds. They really, really are. Yeah, they are very, very good. Right, so don't forget we're on page 5. Is there anything that anybody wants me to click on? I'm just clicking on stuff at random just because it's different. So again, you've got all the different bits and pieces on this one. You could use this in multiple bits. I'm not, just so you know, I'm not zoomed in on the photo. It's just that for some reason, the photos some of them are really close and some of them are a little bit far. At least you can see all the detailing on that. Yeah, so that's what I want to be. Oh, Killian, it's the beautiful Bricklink designer program. It's literally. I'll have to show you. Well, I'll show you later on, Killian. You're missing out on life for that. It was in a competition like this, and it won. And it's literally just a huge winter village set, and it opens up like a dollhouse, and it's how you make chocolate from start to finish with a shop, basically. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful looking thing. But yeah, that syrup one, I thought that caught my eye a little bit, and I think that you could be right with that. You got Lost at Sea, you got the Cat's Calf. It's a cute looking little thing, and you got another we've got loads of different chess stuff. But because I'm doing it by order, it's always going to be in this position. So that's always a good way to go by. So the food stand diners. Anybody a fan of these? I'm sure Jay would like these in his theme park. I'm sure he would. It came out a good few years ago. Good few years ago. So let me have a look. Past programs, they've literally just did a re-release on it, and you had to be extremely quick to get it because it's sold out very fast. I want to say 5, but it might be 4. Because don't forget, we're only 6 days away from the series 6, 7, 7 being available to buy, and then that's going to be first come first serve on that. Don't forget. Bricklink Designer Program, Art of Chocolate. Unbelievable build from Series 3. So this is one that came through. It's limited to 10,000 units. Gorgeous on the back. It's just a really very nice looking set, and it goes with all the other Winter Village stuff fantastically well. So yeah, so this got through to the final. So that it got picked by everybody, and then it got through, and then I managed to get my hands on one. So very, very happy with that. So yeah, I like these. I think these are very, very sweet. Again, from a theme park perspective, I think that'll work really nicely. So yeah, for me, that'll work nice. Moving in to the next one. So now we're getting slightly bigger, don't forget. So is anybody on page 7? Anybody on page 7? So don't be afraid to say it again, because I would have missed the comments. So Timothy, we've got your design in, which is good. So we've done Nora. Where are everybody else? Luca Light, we're in the process of doing bits and pieces. Just see. Journey to the Dark is on page 7. Right, we're getting to page... Oh, there we go. Journey to the Dark is yours on page 7. Right, we'll go through, find it. Journey to the Dark. I've got to click on the Dragon Rider, because I know that was one that a couple of people wanted to look at. So this is your Dragon Rider. So a lot of these kind of things, I know I'm going to have to do a separate... I think what I'm going to have to do for a lot of people is do a separate medieval fantasy Bricklink announcement thing. So cover them like this, because there's so many of you that love this specific theme as well. It just means that we can give everything enough time for everything. But yes, that is the nice dragon on that one, and we are... Sometimes it pops back up to the top, sometimes it carries on. Tiny buns. Broadville. So we've got the little windmill. That's a nice little thing. The Pepper Pizzeria. So again, with this would also be a nice thing that would go with the A-frame cabin, and this would also be a nice thing that went with the other set. So the caravan from the Bricklink Designer Program one. I think that would be a very nice thing to go with the two. I am looking at the comments. Matt, just... Oh, balls. It shouldn't be. It can't be. Is it? Oh, it's really not working. Oh, right. Exciting. Hang on then. Right, that's a YouTube problem, because it's actually sharing the page. We'll try that again, shall we? So we'll blame Killian for that. So is it back? Is it back or not? It must be. My face must be the program. So I'm looking. I've been looking at myself with that on the screen. So I don't know why. I don't know what went wrong then. I was sharing. It was actually sharing the page. I've clicked off the one, clicked on the other. Jay knows how this program works. It just didn't want to know. So yeah, anyway, we're clicking on this. So this is a nice looking thing. My face is not available for purchase, so I wouldn't make much anyway. Do you like the butterflies up in the tree? I do like all the detailing that is on the side of this one. I think it does look nice. And again, you've got nice little ducks as well underneath on this one. So this I think is a beautiful looking thing. And I think this has got an opportunity for that price point. I think it's got an opportunity for that price point. Yes. So I've just terrified absolutely everybody. There I am, just just looking. Oh, I don't even know how long I was just just talking to myself about the thing. So how many comments did I get for that? Hang on. So I saw Journey to the Dark Castle Series 7 and then jumped, and now we're back. Fine. So basically, Killian's to blame for that because it just didn't like the jump. Um, so this I like. I think this is very nice, and I think it'd be a nice add-on to the Lego Ideas Treehouse as well. To be honest, so yeah, the Autumn River Bend retreat I think looks nice. I think going back through the chat, I think that's the one that Sean wanted as well. So that makes me chuckle. Oh, that makes me chuckle. It goes so well as well, isn't it? Right. Journey to the Dark Castle. Wow, funny enough, we were talking about this one. And yes, this is a nice looking set. Now make sure I'm actually clicking on the right one now. Um so Lucas said page 12. Yeah, I've got it. I have got it, Killian. I have got that one. So yeah, it's a beautiful looking thing. I am on the right set. Yeah, this is the right one. Yeah, so this I like. I'm assuming this is the correct set because I'm sure it said Journey to the Dark Castle. This is an Easter egg to a few different things, isn't it? Yeah, it's yours. There we go. I thought I saw it. I thought I saw it. It's time for a second monitor. Well, I'm just on a laptop, Jay, sat on the floor. It's not like I'm in a studio or anything. So but it had the thing blue and it said stop sharing at the top, so which meant the page was sharing. So I don't know. It just didn't like it. But this is YouTube's own software. And in my defense, it did do the exact same thing in the live stream a little while back as well, couple of times back. So it doesn't do it on the other one, but it does do it on this from time to time. So I do need to be a bit more careful. So I just basically need to check the comments every minute or so. Otherwise, I could have just gone onto a rampage and then just looked down. And I mean, like I've just looked at all 100 by myself. They're really good. So this is just over a base plate, long 12 and a bit inches in length, 5 and a bit depth. And the actual carriage itself is 8.8. Brilliant detail on the front of that as well. You have got bits of more. I like the little Easter eggs like this. So you've got Easter egg to a train with the distance, and you've got Easter egg to the castle on the other one as well. So yeah, do you like the color? Oh, there we go. We've got another vampire on there. Sean, that's going to be one for you. So again, something like this at this size could be a great add-on to other little bits and pieces as well. So yeah, very, very, very nice. Well, this is it, Killian, exactly. But I can't see the chat when I look at the photos. So it's on a completely different tab. So I've got all the tabs open at the top. Opened up a second one, opened up like an eighth one, especially for you to find the art of chocolate. And then something went wrong. So it's got to be done. It's got to be done. So Jay, here we go. Unleash the Flash. We did click on this last time, and it did make me chuckle because I think Jay doesn't like model sets, but I think he would have to get this for the sake of him breaking his U-bend. No, so what happens is DJI is they just use the minifigures that are available, and then the Lego group might chop and change them ever so slightly. So you basically put in your own minifigures for your own display. So again, you've got something just chilling out in a bathtub up on that one. So you've got an ultra rare micro model, which is a collector's item, which is a toilet with a duck on top. And then you have got a true to life action. With what made me laugh before is that there is an actual curly whirly turd in the toilet up at the top. So they have actually added Lego turd to this, and it has got opened or closed with the big toilet paper. And then you can see pushing creative limits. Oh, so but this was in the last one, it just didn't get through. It did make me chuckle. I've got no need for it whatsoever, but it's just funny. I think it's just quite funny. Um, yeah, that's it. So yeah, there's people. I think there'll be people that were there. Hey, Brickable World, and hello to Mark. How are we? Yeah. So hello and hello and hello. Um, what I need to do is set up the laptop to the TV. Is what I need to do, and have like a massive second monitor. And that way it'll be fine. Um, well, exactly that. Exactly that. Yeah, I just think it's a funny. I just think it's a funny set. I just think it's quite funny. Now, Tiny Buns that keeps catching my eye. The name. What is it? It's like a little bread thing. Yeah, look, that's sweet. So little pretty big buns. Wow, look at that. 999 pieces. Nice little wagon as well. All the different types of bread. So something like this would look really nice in people's city. So how they would have done this, DJI, is they've literally just made up their own minifigures. That's all it is. That's a different face print, though, isn't it? With the sleeping mask over the top. I don't think I've seen one of them in person. I don't think I've seen one of those in person at all. Yep. Open flap at the back. Squisharoo to make all the bread and everything on the inside. Nice little truck. Yep, very smart. Very, very smart. So again, congratulations to all of you. You have absolutely smashed this out the park. Right. Moving on to page number 5. Is there any sorry, page number 8. Talking absolute nonsense. Is there anybody yeah, some nice thing. Here we go. The maple this thing. So yes, this will look great again in a winter village. Absolutely. This is a really very nice looking set, this. Just smash it down on white base plates, wouldn't you? That's all you would do. Simple as that. Just add it into the rest of the stuff. Would go well with the winter chalet, art of chocolate. And because it'll be a lower price point as well, which is nice. So you wouldn't be looking at spending a huge amount of money. But yeah, there is some very nice stuff in here. I do like the fact that it's just detail. Or that's the thing with these Bricklink sets. There's just detail everywhere. All of you guys and girls that design these sets, even like the little bird's nest at the top, and you've got the different chimney bits and all the snow on the roof, and then you've got all the leaves and everything around the back. I think this would look really nice. This really does pack a punch for its size, and the fact it looks like you can actually take the tree. Look at that. So you've got the little buckets on the tree on the clips, and then it looks like you can have the trees away from the actual thing. Yeah, you can. So you can pull the pins out and just have the trees elsewhere, which would be nice. So you don't have to have it completely tight together. I love how they've done the I love how they've done the roof. Simple but class. Exactly. It just looks like it's just been snowing, doesn't it? So yeah, it's a really very neat design on there. But if I could just wish you could zoom in like you can on the, because I have to do it like this, and it's not the easiest way of doing it. But if you look, they have got a lot on the inside of that. So there's a lot of detail on the inside. No problem, Mark. You get some sleep. Thank you very much for just popping in and saying hello. Hopefully everything is good with you. And yeah, lots of Bricklink Designer Program stuff to look at, Mark. So you can catch up on the replay of your board, and you can see the different bits and pieces. But yeah, that's the problem when I zoom in. So yeah, lots of detailing on the inside of this. So again, it's just how they make it all together. I do like all the elements and things that they put in there. In all fairness, it's in for a shout, isn't it? But you've just got to vote for it. If you like it, love it, just get it in there and just go through. So yeah, very, very, very smart. They are very, very smart indeed. So I think that will look great in a little winter village display. Let me have a look. Probably tomorrow, DJ. Be going back on tomorrow. So yeah, that's why I wanted to get through it as quickly as possible, because I know we'll be getting late. But I'm only going to be on for another 20 minutes or so, and then we'll probably just have to break this down over the next couple of live streams, I think, because there's so much to go through. But yeah, you get yourself some kip, and then we'll just crack on with this. We'll keep going now, and then we'll break it down more than likely into types. So we'll be looking at medieval stuff or pirate stuff or stuff like this, for example, where I said if it was like theme park related. So nice little circus. Look at the length of the legs on that little horse. All sorts of different bits and pieces going on. Again, nice little build for the tree. Yeah, just simple, easy. I say simple. It's far from it, but it just packs a punch, doesn't it? Because it's got lots and lots of detail, and it's got everything there that you would want. So it's just got 360 detail all the way around it, and it's got got the nice little axe and everything on the inside. You've got the popcorn and everything, and you've got the strongman weight and everything else that is on that. So I'm assuming with the mini figures, got a nice little candy cane. Yeah, they're giving you the little strong guys and girls that do all the little bits and pieces. So, yep, like this one. Again, congratulations to the designer. Is there anybody on this page? Right, we're going to page 9. So, is there anything from page 9 that you want to take a look at and have a look see? Let me know for page number 9. We've got to try and get through it in the next sort of 20 minutes. Page 9, bottom, Bay of Plenty is my design. Deep Blue Pikachu. What a cool name. 3 minutes to create. Fantastic. Yeah, we'll get there, Noad. We will get to page 24 because what I'm going to do is literally go through the pages like this now. And then when you guys and girls shout out, I will Plenty of Bay. Page 9 at the bottom. Page 9 at the bottom. I think somebody wanted to see this as well. So let's just click on this one. So that's the Orcs Hut Guarded Cottage is what this one is. So again, this will go in your fantasy section, wouldn't it? Good color base plates on the bottom of this one. Again, I do like the fact that how they open so you can get in and out of them. This one doesn't have a roof that gets taken off. But yeah, kidding. All of these sets seem to pack a punch with regards to design because they're only allowed to use certain elements as well. So there's like the rules and regulations well before the competition starts, from what I've read and correct, and you can only use certain bits. So I don't know how much that restricts the actual sets. Also, I think Sean wanted this one, so I'm assuming Sean, because it's snowy, you want to look at the mountaintop sanctuary in Hot Spring. So again, nice. Look at that. Nice. That's a clever little thing. A nice little design on the inside of that. Again, you could just shove that in your winter village. Nice little rubber ducky. No problem at all. And you've got the little towels there. Look, you've got all the different bits and pieces being used. So yeah, bottom of page 5, not a problem. I'll shoot back to page 5. And then we'll keep moving on. So I've just caught that comment. So the emojis one, we have spoken about that already, but we'll be having a look see. So we haven't clicked on that one yet. So that's absolutely fine. So you've got all the detailing on this one. Is this on your radar, Sean, if it gets put through? I don't know how they did the orcas. I don't know. Somebody's had they've done it must be custom figs, maybe. For that one, it must be custom figures. But yeah, the orcs are pretty cool. Right, let me make sure I don't get this wrong. So Bay of Plenty. Oh, but I know what that one is. Bay of Plenty. Yeah. Bay of Plenty. There we go. So again, is what perfectly with all of the other piratey stuff that's been out in the past with regards to the color scheme, because it's got the really nice yellow and white. Tons of detailing on this one as well. So congratulations to you for getting this one done. So how long? So you said this took 3 months to create. So Deep Blue Pikachu took 3 months to create on this one. Moving elements at the top, so you can see you've got the rope swing and you've got the bit that will make it move. But that was quite difficult to get all of that put back together as well. I want to say that's the same, like the same sort of faction as, is it the Coconut Cape that they've got all of those in, I think. So it'd be interesting to see what happens with regards to the actual printing of the figures as and when all these bits and pieces happen. I do like the I do like that. I think the minifigure head on that looks great. Yeah, beautiful staircase. Obviously, got the map as well. This one's really nice, Reese, isn't it? Yeah, this one's really very, very nice. So Reese is a fan of this one as well. Do you like the chair? Really nice detail in this. So you should be super, super proud on that. Nothing wrong with a little bit of easy access as well. So that's always nice to see with regards to just being able to rip it apart, put your figures in there and do all the other little bits and pieces. So yeah, no, congratulations for that. That looks really, really very, very, very smart. Um, yeah, it is. That's what it's reminding me of because they redid one of the pirate sets recently in a sort of a very similar color scheme, but also at the same time they have this kind of thing at Legoland Billund as well. So it's still there and still about. So yeah, that's really very very good that. So yeah, congratulations on that one. Now let me just go back. So what page? We're at the end of page 9. So we will carry on page 10 in a second. Yep. I saw that. Don't worry. That was the Fast and the Furious one. Where's the comment gone? Right, we go page 5, page 9. Right. So we got the emojis. That's the one, isn't it? Page 5 is the emojis. This one. So we got the mix and match with regards to the emojis, all the different ones that you can have. And it looks like they're customizable, so you can literally do whatever it is that you want to do. Again, congratulations for you for getting this in. Just I wouldn't even know where to start to come up with any of these ideas, to be honest. So you got loads and loads of different options with all of the different bits and pieces. So no, hopefully you because I don't know. Do they show you the how well yours do? Like, has any of you done these before? So I know I've recognised some of them. So with regards to the one that we're about to look at, with 9, won't we? Page 9. And we are down on where is it? Where is it? There. So this is the Too Fast Too Furious boat dock. So with regards to this, did you get any feedback from Series 9? Did they tell you how it did, or did they just say, yes, no? No, they don't tell us anything about this. Oh, really? No, I just wondered if you'd know privately. I just wondered if you would know, like they would just tell you at the end after it had finished. Um, no, because I know we can never see it because it just goes to the voting. So you don't know, so you don't actually know how many votes you get at all. Fair enough. So it's just a case of just try and carry on. So this is fully modular. I remember covering this one before. So this is all fully modular, and you can basically mix and match it how as you want to. And I did say that if you had any of the Speed Champions cars, which now they are doing, by the way, have they done? They haven't done this scene. You can use the police cars, but they haven't done the actual Evo and the Mitsubishi, the purple Mitsubishi and the bright green Evo. If you had them shooting around on this with the 2 muscle cars following it, you could actually add more Speed Champion cars to this display. So if this became a thing and you had your Speed Champions cars, then you could easily recreate that in the boat dock. That'd be a good bit of fun. Right, so we are moving on to page 10. Anybody on page 10? Does anybody has any of their belongings on page 10 that we're going to be taking a quick look at? Everybody that's liked the video so far, guys, thank you very much indeed. So I know there's loads of castles, but I think I'm going to do a castle live stream separate. So unless there's one castle that jumps out at people or it's your design, I will do it in a completely separate thing because we'll just put all of the different scales together. Oh, they do give feedback. Oh, fair enough. Well, that's always fair enough. So at least that way. Well, yeah, that's what I meant. It's like I wonder. Oh, there's another orc thing there. Look, I did wonder like how would you know what to improve and all those other little bits and pieces. So there's another orc. So there's a double whammy on this one. Yeah, I don't know. So again, Ultra Bricks. I don't know how they would have done those with the figures and things, but this one is obviously bigger than the other one, and yeah, it's a clever design. I don't know if this is computer program mind, so they might not be custom print characters. But no, it's nice to get feedback. and you can obviously chop and change and do the other little bits and pieces and see all the stuff. But there's so many, so many. So yeah, we will be. I know exactly what that's based on because I've got it. I've got the original one of those, just in snow with the translucent orange. So very very similar design. Oh yeah, the lakeside camping. So this is another one that could potentially could do very, very well. Again, just as a bolt-on and an add-on to the treehouse or the A-frame cabin, and it just has one of those. Hey, I'm back. We're still here. Yes, Jane. So we are only on page 10, clicking on the stuff. So I did click on your dragon, because that's the only one I could remember. So just scream at me when you see the castles that are coming through, because you haven't missed them. But something like this, again, I mean, you've got the little hidden detail at the back. You've got all of the different part usage. You've got all the different bits and pieces, even a little gold bar hidden underneath there as well. Yeah, really, very, very nice. But yeah, something like this, just like the other one that we looked at before, would work perfectly with the treehouse, would work perfectly with the A-frame cabin. But that is your lakeside camping, which again, I think looks very, 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 very smart. Yeah, very, very smart. So, right. Anything on this page? Because what I did say, Jane, so you don't have to panic, is I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm going to do a Bricklink medieval, like a medieval and fantasy roundup. So we will do all of those tomorrow as well. We'll just go back through. So I click on every single one of them, and just for people that want to watch it, they can. If they don't, then it doesn't matter, does it? But yeah, just scream at me with regards to if there's anything on this page. Going back. Right. So what are we after? The last outpost or the orc settlement? Familiar voice. Familiar. Oh, it's on the other page. Hang on. Hang on. 10. Last page. Number 10. Right. Hang on. Last voice. Oh, familiar voice. There, I thought that would be. Right, so here we go. So this is the familiar voice. So yeah, we're going to cover everything tomorrow. We're going to do everything for fantasy, medieval, because it all deserves it, every single set, and then I'll break it down into other theming of stuff as well. So but no, it's really very nice to see all these sets, and there's some beautiful designs in these. So again, some of them are computer-based generated, and some of them will be actually built as well. But that looks massive, doesn't it? So it's a big, 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 big thing. But just remember, only 5 can go through. But yeah, so I know, like this startup. I mean, that's just a really nice to actually see that they've just given you an actual forest. So it'd be interesting if this actually went through, how much that would change. Because would they put the dragon on top? And it's with the Bricklink stuff, I think they do keep it there or thereabouts the same, which is good. But yeah, that's a beastly looking thing. So right, moving on to number 11. On to number 11. So we know we've got the Rock Raiders stuff. We've got the nice little outpost with the bunch of wonderful travellers, which looks nice. We've got the Orc settlement. There seems to be a lot of Orc. So that's the 3rd Orc set now that we've done. You've got the prisoner, the wagon encounter, more chess stuff. That was the helmet was the 50s diner, one of the 50s diner things, wasn't it? There's a few of these because this was a nice one, but there was a really big one later on, wasn't there? So again, you can see that they're using all the new torsos for Fabuland, and there must be something with this green head, because that green head must be a CMF minifigure, because that's another person that use that stuff. Yeah, we clicked on the other orc bit. We clicked on the other orc bits and pieces, and yeah, they seem to be going strong. Do you like the fact how they got that looking like it's hovering? Look at that. They got the alien head on the door as well. So okay, loads of detail, loads and loads of detailing on all of this. So yeah, it looks like you got a little ride at the back as well. So it would work. This would work well in a theme park display or wherever you could think of putting it. So yeah, I don't think you can go wrong. I don't think you can go wrong with it. So you've got Riverside Hut. That looks like it's quite a big looking thing. We got the Shadow of Jealousy. We've got a Winter Adventure just on that one. Got to click on it for the sake of Sean. That I would actually that would be very useful, because if I could actually just recreate this, I could actually make a proper ski lift. So that would be perfect. So yeah, something like that would do me a treat. But you can see it's just the top. It's a problem. I wonder why. Not that. I wonder where they got the inspiration of doing this from, and not like the first piece where you walk into the sheltered bit and they get on, because this is just the bit where it's sort of going up the mountain, isn't it? So it's definitely meant for you to basically get creative and crack on, I think. Or is it? Oh no, it's the end. Oh no, I take that back. So they've actually got to the top. Ah, so it's the other way. I thought they were done the start, but they've done the end. That makes sense. So you've got the signage with the different bits and pieces up on that one, and then you've got another slope, and you can see that they color coded as well. So you've got the black and the red slope for grades, and then you've got the medical staff, obviously, because it always goes wrong. And then you got that as well. So that's just the end of the line. And that would explain why there's a mechanic up at the top and he's about to jump out. Or was it broken down? Oh, it might have broken down. Ooh, clever. Okay. Different. Different. Yep. Like this. I like the Space Diner. Sean likes this. Yeah. So there's, again, beautiful things. Sunken Tower, the memories on the corner, and the John and Rosemary Little Distillery. I'm just saying them out again in case you're not watching. And if there's any that you want me to click on, let me know. Obviously, I'm clicking on all of the Winter Village stuff. It's just a rule that I have. I think somebody might like the Skeleton Fortress, so we'll click on the Skeleton Fortress quickly because it's different. I do like the color usage as well. I do like the fact it's got the really deep purple with the gray. So it's just something different. It's just, I mean, they've got even purple bow and arrows as well. So it's very different on this one. So yeah, this is a nice, it's just different, isn't it? It's just, and it's not the big, it doesn't have to be the biggest thing in the world. It just catches people's eye. Interesting bits on the inside. Again, could use part usage with all the bones and everything up at the top. And then you've got all those little bits and pieces on the side, which I think look really smart. And you can see got some moving elements on this one as well. So yeah, that's all of the different bits and bobs you get. Perfect for a Fantasyland. Yeah, that's it. I like all this. I think a lot of this. I think all the Space Diner stuff are really good. There was one that really caught my eye, and I think that was a slightly bigger one. So rather, I think it was probably this size, but the diner was about that size rather than it split up. So that has a good opportunity for, well, a lot of different bits and pieces, doesn't it? There's tons and tons of fantasy stuff. So yeah, we'll be doing a full separate fantasy and medieval upload. But yeah, because we clicked up, because even like the rice field, I clicked on that before just to see what the parts usage is. You start looking at it and go, well, there's loads of detail on that. You think, oh, hang on, and yeah, you got all the bits and pieces. Obviously, really nice detailing and on everything. It's just a nice looking build because you've got all the koi that's on there in the waters. They've used the koi tiles that's in there, and it's exactly how the rice field should be. So beautiful colors on the flowers. It's just a nice thing. It's just a really nice looking set. So yeah, I could quite happily have that mixed in with all my Ninjago bits and pieces. Not a bother whatsoever. But obviously my stuff, in case people don't realize, I'm more of a theme park based scenario. So that's what Septic Wintry Fantasy. Is that a set or no? Not a set. No. Oh, Western. The Western set. Yeah, we'll get to the Western. Yeah, there's lots of good stuff. Yeah, you should do. I think you should do all right, I can easily do that. We can do a much deeper dive on that. Yeah, so we've got loads of options. So we've got the Bandit Hideout. So another good Western thing. So we're going to have to, maybe we just spend like an hour and a half a night just going through all the different bits, like a breakdown of the topics of each one. Because obviously me and Sean are well in for the Winter Village stuff, so we can hunt all of those down. There's a lot of Western bits. So I know there's people trying to collect the Western stuff. Clearly, there is tons and tons of stuff at different price points as well, mind, for the medieval fantasy stuff, which is great. Oh, you're for yeah, for separate ones. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So for Western fantasy and winter, right. Yep, can easily do that. Yeah, so we can do 3 separate streams for that. That's absolutely fine. Yeah, we can do all of that because I mean you just got like things like this where it's like a hybrid because you don't really see much snowy medieval stuff. So again, it's just a different type of build. You've got somebody little cat coming through the side, and you've got somebody peering through the window, and you've got that. So it's a is it a cat flap through the chimney that they've done? So again, that's something. Page 12, please. The Mystic Gypsy Wagon. Not sure if it showed. I can happily click on that. That is not a problem at all. If I'm not on what I don't even know what page I'm on, so I can soon see. Where is that little? Ah, clever. It's a sweet little thing. Yeah, that's a nice little one. What page am I actually on? 12. Page 12. Ah, yeah. That's higher up, wasn't it? I know where that one is. The wagon. Wagon. There it is. The wagon is right beside the rice store, wasn't it? So again, this is the sort of again biggish base plate like the popcorn and the other little bits and pieces that they would do. And this scale of stuff always sells quick because people have ideas for what they can do with this. So again, congratulations to you for getting this done. The design on this is very, very nice. Loads of part usage on that. I really like how you've got like almost like the thatch looking roof going across the top as well. So yeah, it does look really nice. So Luke, you did a really good job on that. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Killian loves it. And Killian also said this is awesome with regards to the older one as well. Yeah, guys and girls, just shout out. Just shout it out when it's on the page and I'll be clicking on it. So if I miss the comment, just write it again. Just write it again. It's not a problem. I am catching them as they all start to come through. I'm doing my best to catch them all as they come through. But yeah, look at it. Really, very, very nice. Really good detailing on the base. And it is also something that if you got through, that when you get it at home, you can then extend to make it even bigger if you wanted to. You just carry on with that theming on the base plates and everything else because it's double skinned with the tiles on top. So if you get the accent brown base plates, you'll be living the dream and you'll be away. So yeah, you really can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with that at all. So that is a really very nice looking wagon. Really very, very nice looking wagon that. Yeah, I can't believe I literally said it yesterday. My speciality is literally just dribbling. I just sit there and dribble. I find it hard enough to try and follow instructions, let alone come up with incredible creative designs like this. I mean, there's another one here. We are definitely going to have to do a deep dive into the winter stuff because I forgot how many winter sets there were. But this looks lovely. So there's a cozy Alp ski winter chalet. Again, really nice on this. It's just a nice size. Height-wise, it's probably looking a little bit taller than the Alpine Lodge, I would say. But piece count, yeah, it's only a couple of hundred pieces more, so it's not going to be super over towering the Alpine Lodge. So they would look quite nice together. It's the first time I've seen a snow roof like that as well, where they just use the plates. So 1 or 2 studs on show, and it's just completely flat. And they've added the bits and pieces over on the balcony. Hot dogs seem to be appearing absolutely everywhere as well. Lots of detailing on the back. Notice how the rubber duck is getting used in lots of sets now as well. The rubber duck seems to be coming in. Luca, you should be thrilled that you've managed to get your design in there. So absolutely, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with it at all. You got nice bits and pieces on the inside of this one. You've got the sort of coffee workforce cracking on. So that's obviously the generic thing. So don't forget, I do believe that if they get pushed through, the one thing that they do change, and sometimes well, 9 times out of 10 it is for the better, is they will have access to more minifigure torsos. So if, for example, as we know with the medieval stuff that's already happened, by the time this gets voted for and then gets actually designed, there might be new torsos out. So they'll put more sort of appropriate torsos with them if they've got any better that hasn't been used. Some of them, like all of these, are proper wintry stuff, but you might find that they might be a torso where the workforce is just something completely different, and they might just look different working within that facility. So it's always interesting to see just how there's some one or two tweaks that do happen over time. Right. 13. Anybody on 13? There's absolutely nothing wrong with the rubber ducky, nothing wrong at all. But the rubber duckies are being used in lots of different places. So this is the one with the lava lake and the captain's retreat. You've got another medieval tournament that looks very nice. You've got the fortress, and you've got the pretty train station. You've got all of these other little bits and pieces. I don't remember anybody screaming out for any of these. Guys, I know of the Fishing with Friends. And the Amazing Brick Circus. Thanks for checking them out. Yeah, not a problem. The penguin set that shows the Winter Chalet it is. Yes, we got it. Nailed it. And yes, the penguin set sign shows the Winter Sally and the Arch. Well, I've got both of those sets, Max. So you've done a very, very good job designing those. So yeah, congratulations to you, because we've just taken a look at the Fishing with Friends. We've taken a look at both of them. Because I'm not looking at the designers' names at the moment, so I didn't even clock on to that you did both of those. So Killian said before, really impressed with the design that was on that amazing circus, and I really do like the Fishing with Friends. I think that's a really, really yes, it is Killian. That's exactly what Max is talking about. Yeah, so Max is talking about the circus that you like, and then the one that I spotted, which had the both things on the sign. So yeah, congratulations, Max. You did a really very, very good job on that. This is up your alley. So you've got a long length wizard tower, which is gorgeous colors. This could be used in anything. This is just a fantasy type thing. You don't even have to have like the medieval horses with this. You could get away with that. It is just over a base plate and a half. So well, it's closer to 2 base plates, to be honest. You've got a nice little map, all the little Once Upon a Times and all the other little bits and pieces that are in there as well. So yeah, no. Well, because we'll be taking a look at it again, Max, because we're going to do like a Winter Village Bricklink deep dive, and then medieval one, fantasy one within that, and then we're going to do a Western one as well. And then there might be other little bits and pieces that we'll be jumping into. But again, if you're doing anything or designing, I thought you might like that one. But yeah, as we're going through, just let us know what. See, again, something like this. This is very, very nice as well. Just something completely different. Again, A-frame cabin, tree house, all that kind of thing. You've got the search and rescue dog. You've got the nice little family. Very different sort of roof design on that one as well. Lots of different elements that have been used, and yeah, just looks a nice little build. Again, a lot of them are now opening up in the middle rather than having the roof that removes, which is nice. And you've just got the four Technic pins and that. Lots of toilet paper. We like to see that. There is a lot of toilet paper just there, so that is always good, with a massive flash, may I add. And then you've got the nice little light. You've got the weaponry up at the top. The brick build tree looks nice. What's this? Hang on. You two just having chit chat. I'll catch up with that after. I'll catch up with that. You guys carry on. So yeah, there's lots of stuff, Killian. So if you didn't, have you ever got anything from the Bricklink design program, Killian, or not? Yeah, there's some fantastic designs. There really is. That's why I wanted to get through all of them really quickly, because so the people that I knew it's late for other people, because obviously it's odd time for Bricklink. reveal was it goes live at lunchtime for America, 8 p.m. for us. So we were literally smack on time. I literally clicked on the website, it was up and running, refreshed the page, and on the second it was there. So we've been going as quick as we can for like the last 2.5 hours just to show off these bits. And then yeah, over the week we will just break it down. So just we'll just literally do back-to-back Bricklink breakdowns of the different stuff because there's just so many to take a look at. But yeah, it's amazing how, like, again, just something like this, just like look at the part usage on that. Look how they've just laid up all the, because this bit is exactly how they did the Winter Chalet. Is a huge building, but what they did is they used one single stud, and you can just kind of see through. It looks so good, and it just gives you all that amazing architecture on the front. Whereas this, I did it onto the side. They've gone what, three plates thick plus the water on top, and then you've got, so just even something small really packs a punch when you start to add in all of the different detailing. But that design here was one of my favorite designs that they did on the Winter Chalet. It looks so good for that. So yeah, there is some really nice bits and pieces. There is the Santa's workshop as well, which that could be deadly, having a nice little train outside the Santa's workshop. Again, all the detailing that's on the inside of it. Interesting use that they've used the forester's hat on the little elf. But you've got all the different toys. So all these toys are obviously from advent calendars. You've got the postal symbol. You've got the teddy bear. You've got what track is that on? 1, 2, 3. So it's 4. Takes up 4 lengths of track. So it's a good sized train. But yeah, they've just given you a different look for the elves. Big old workshop at the top. We just have to see. We just have to see what happens with regards to that one. I wouldn't surprise me if the Lego Group do another Santa's workshop soon. So that's the only thing with certain things. There will be, I think, because we are getting through them again. We're getting close to the steampunk stuff, aren't we? Because I remember you lot wanted to see the steampunk stuff. So it's Seaside Fair. So don't forget, I'll be clicking on all these again in the live stream to look through them all. Just picking out some. Yeah, so that I'm not 100% sure, Killian. So what happens is that if people do that, so you can download the instructions and buy them, then you can do it. There is a ton of instructions available on Bricklink where you can do that, but because this is so fresh, I would imagine that they will try maybe 2 or 3 times, and then if it doesn't get through, then maybe just do it. Yeah, page 24. Yeah, we are getting. Oh yeah, it was the big one, wasn't it? The big castle on page 24. But yeah, this is another nice looking thing. Again, amazing roof design on this. I love the lights that they put up around the top. So you could easily put a light. I say easily, I couldn't, but you can put a light kit on there. You've got all of the decorative pieces across the top. This looks really very smart indeed. Just whack that in to a Winter Village display, and you are all over it. Page 23, Stuart the Mech. Right, we'll jump straight to that then. Yeah, because I'm gonna 5 minutes. I'm gonna go 5 minutes because it's getting late now, and we'll just carry on with this tomorrow. So page 23, 24. Okay, so let's jump to page 23. Let's get those. So if you're in the chat and you have got your design in, get it in there now, and we will have a look. So we've got the mech on page 23. Where are we? Did I type that in right? Please check out Stuart the Mech. I'm going to call it a night on page 23. Let me go. I'm going too quickly. Slow it down. So this has the really nice Grand Victorian on. It has the Queen Anne on. 20. Stuart the Mech. The name rings a bell because I've said it out already. So the Founders of Dark Lord. Did I not type that in right? I'm on page. I'm on page 23. Am I missing it? Um, oh, we can't have that. It's gone. It's gone smoothly so far. Um, oh, I hate it when it does this. Can't find you by designer either. So your design, because I'm going from smallest to biggest. So that's how you've got. That's how you've got yours. Oh no, it's completely knackered. Now it's not happy. Um, Try that again. Sort by size. 24. That's all right. No, that's fine. Don't worry about that. Don't you panic. That's fine. 24. We don't want to miss it. So there's a couple of you on 24 then. So that's fine. So page 22 for John. Right, fine. We'll get all of these done. So we've got 2 and 24, 1 and 22, and then we will probably just call it a night. And then, like I said, we'll be doing individual live streams like this because we've got all the medieval stuff to look at, the Winter Village stuff to look at, and all that kind of stuff. So we are looking for Stuart the Mech. Yeah, oh yes. I said that as I went by on this. So this thing looks absolutely enormous. How long did this take to put together? Yeah, but it's just blown the roof off. This thing is huge. And it's got a working inside as well. How do you guys come up with these sorts of designs? I don't know. I honestly, about only a month. It takes me longer than that just to put a normal Lego set together. Oh yeah, I did it in a month. It's not too bad. I mean, look, you got all the laddering going up on the side. You got really chunky arms as well. So at least you put nice big fat feet on it. So it's not gonna fall over, is it? It does look like um you're gonna have like the pivot points and things in the ankle. So yeah, I like that. I do like that. I like the color of it, but I just can't believe it's got an internal. um, right, so we will also go on. Oh, next to the Stuart Mech, the bridge is next to the mech. Oh, laughing. So you two are side by side then. Oh, friendly rivalry going on. Close to. So let me go back up. So yours is uh, seriously, hats off to the roof design. I know it's unreal. So yeah, you're gonna have to stick with us for the rest of the for the next couple of nights, Clear, because you've got all of these to look at. So Deep Space Research Cruiser is on page 24. That is the one that's next door to it, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, that was easy enough to find, wasn't it? So there you go. There's one into the next. So there you go, you two. So congratulations to both of you, because there's two of you, literally two people in the chat, are now side by side by size order. So there's just a quick comparison then. 3,997 pieces for that one. And for Stuart, it is exactly the same. So both your designs are exactly the same size, and it just happens to be you're both in the chat and their sets are side by side. So congratulations to both of you for that. So the Deep Space Research Cruiser. Again, you both use really nice colors on all those sets. I like the yellow and I like the teal. I've got a soft spot for really bright colours, so I'm always a fan of brighter coloured stuff. Really nice on the inside with all the other little bits and pieces. Yeah, sleep. You got. I'm assuming there must be a new element then, because that's just a couple. I've seen a couple of minifigures with the sleep mask on, so I've missed that. I didn't know where that came out. Yeah, I missed that. So yeah, let's go back through. Yeah, that's it. It's this. Yeah, there's some really very nice designs. Nice stand that it's on as well. I like the streamline engines as well. And obviously they look like they rotate around because on the next picture they're facing downwards, so it's going to stop it from falling over. Obviously, it's multi-modular as well. You can pop the roof off, pop the next bit off, and then get in there as well. So yeah, this something like this would also work well with the current stuff that they're doing. So if somebody basically wanted like a UCS version of a Lego City space, this would be it, wouldn't it? That's what this is aiming for. And is that a toilet? Have you added another toilet? That looks to me like there is a turd toilet paper on there. I'm assuming we have got another cheeky toilet that has been added in. Got a space pooper on the back. Right, let's have a look, see what's going on in the chat very quickly. Let me go back through. Right. So we are right, here we go. Fully posable system similar to the 8080. Ah, nice. Okay. Yeah, it's yeah, Killian's just said really well done. Really, they capture the industrial look. Yeah, it's a honestly that's a really very nice, really very nice thing. And yeah, both those sets, obviously both the sets are, but no, because everything's completely different, and this is a nice thing about Series 10. They are all completely different, but this looks like it's very posable as well. And the fact that I still can't get over the fact it has an inside. So there is literally more detail on the inside of this than I've got in my future, I think. So again, massive congratulations to you. This one on here, yeah, there is a space toilet. I caught it. Who did this? So this one is Diego, and Nonab is the space toilet. So both of the people that have designed these sets are both in the chat, and they're both side by side, and the exact parts usage as well. So yeah, so we got Stuart the mech. And so if I just do that, yeah. So Stuart the mech is Glitter Sparkle and Nonab 162. So yeah, both of those are both in here. So congratulations to you two. They look very tidy. Right, let me go back through. There was somebody else, wasn't there? What's the next page? What's the next page? So hang on. Page 24. Please check out the Mac 20. No, we figured that out, didn't we? So right, 24. 22. Right, 22 is the Grand Suspension Bridge, is what we're after next. Grand Suspension Bridge. I mean, all of these are massive, aren't they? All of these sets are here. So we're going to have to spend a huge amount of time tucking into all of those. But the Grand Suspension Bridge. See, I want to look at the training ground in detail, the Japanese castle. I'm going to look in detail on a different stream. Grand Suspension Bridge. There it is. Oh, I see what you've done there. You have added in the other set on top. And very clever. Okay. So that was the other version of what you did. And that's what they're carrying. They're carrying a part element for the bridge. Clever. So you can literally clip them together, all pieces, to make an tournament model. See, I would honestly just dribble. That's what I would do. I would look at that, and there would literally be dribble coming down. Yeah, that's very yeah. I'm just happy I caught the space toilet. In all fairness, yeah, I think I'm just happy that I caught the space toilet. So I thought that was what it is. So we have got a there's quite literally space to poop in that one. So this is a chunky monkey. So 160 studs by 32 studs. So the width is just a base plate. And so it's need five, well, just under 5 base plates in length. So it'll be four and a bit. Big thing. But again, somebody that would want something added into a city, look at that, sketch it, paint it. You can do all the different bits and pieces with it. So capture the iconic bridge photos. Yeah, you can literally just have it as a backdrop within the city, couldn't you? That's what it will be. So no, that's a very clever design. Very clever design. There we go. That's it, exactly that. So, yeah, it looks very, very good. So, congratulations to you again for that, Lobster House. So, really, really very, very nice. There's some beautiful designs on here. There is some beautiful designs on. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, they are so good. They are really, really very good. Yeah, yeah, you could. I would imagine, Killian, you'd be able to buy multiple of them and do that, and just keep going. Yeah, because you just buy the next bit, wouldn't you? You just tuck up and job's good. So if you wanted to, that is. But obviously the photo itself is just this bit, isn't it? But if you wanted to go full length for a bridge, then yeah, you could get your wallet out, Killian, and you could buy some multiple of them if you really wanted to. You could easily do that. Right. Is there anything before we start to wrap things up? Is there anything that anybody wants to take a quick look at? And then, like I said, I am going to do individual live streams for themes over the rest of this week. So there's lots of different things to obviously to take a look at. I know there's tons and tons and tons of stuff. So we know that we're going to do the winter stuff. We know that we're going to do the medieval stuff. We know that we're going to do the other bits and pieces separately. I have to click on this though. I want to see what this looks like, because something like this is so different, and I haven't seen something like this before. Just wonder what you guys and girls think of this one. It's the training ground, because it looks like it's modular as well. Yeah, so you've got the really nice entrance on the inside. Just different, isn't it? So you've got grandstand, stables, the actual training ground itself. It's literally just a training ground with all the different flags on. So you can just mix and match all of the teams up if you wanted to. You've got the king, queen just up at the top. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Oh, steampunk. Jane wants to have a look at the steampunk. Absolutely. We can do that. That's not a problem. But no, that looks very, very nice. Very, very nice indeed. Right, steampunk. What page was that on? Now this is going to be the fruity bit. So yeah, so we'll be looking at, like we said, we'll be breaking these down in individual bits and pieces. Let's just ram through 25 to make sure it's not on 25, because there's that space one that I would like to take a quick look at, but I can't remember how far up that is. So I'm just eyeballing these very, very quickly because we've seen them all already. But we will be looking at them all in much greater detail over the rest of the week. So we're doing it tomorrow and then again Thursday, and then we'll pretty much do a massive roundup on Friday. We'll do a long stream on the Friday. But steampunk, they were big sets, weren't they? The steampunk stuff. So they were, I think, were they above or below page 20? Yeah, it's there. So we'll click on this quickly. So this is the fantasy one. I know there'll be a few of you who like to look at this. This obviously great looking roof. Love the window design on this one as well. You've got the horse and cart again with this one. So again, it's just a village that would go with the other Bricklink Designer Program one. I don't think it's the same person that's done it, but it would work with that if need be. And it is just I just like the dark use element of the black and everything like that. It is a tavern inn. You got all the different bits and pieces on this side. So this does look really very, very nice. Good night, Reese. Take it easy. I will catch you tomorrow. You take care. I'm literally 5 minutes and I will be done. 5 minutes and we'll be done. I say that we'll carry on for another hour probably, but we won't. We will just tuck into these. I don't want to rush it. So there's no, because I know that we're going to be looking at them differently. Because you can see another really nice set there. But I do want to find steampunk for the steampunk fans. And that's what I wanted to click on as well. This, I think, looks gorgeous. This is Legoland to me, and that's terrifying. That is Legoland, and it's this color. It's the kingdom. So this is Legoland Malaysia. They've got the mount. They've got the forest stronghold as their playground, and this is literally the front of the ride. And as you walk round, you get on horse, like you get on the horses to joust. Page 16. Page 16. Page 16. Okay. We'll jump to page 16. That is absolutely fine. This is spectacular. So because the Lego group's already done the small 3-in-1, I don't think they would have a problem doing a massive one. And I think I would get this. I think that's a strong statement. I think I would. Because this is a very heavy Legoland set to me. Yeah. I think that's really very nice. 16, 16, 16. I saw it the first time. 16. Don't forget, we might be on a slight delay. That's the other thing. I might be slightly ahead of the chat, which also doesn't help. But we are on 20. Are they just on 16 then? So I'm only doing this so I don't miss the space stuff as well. 19, 18. We're getting there, don't worry. We are getting there. I'm just making sure I don't miss the actual space. Steampunk and space. Well, do you want to click on the glow in the dark one? Yeah, that's it. So here's one of them, which isn't on page 16, may I add. So a cyberpunk, which glows in the dark. And it has all of this really nice detailing on the inside. Yeah, very, very, very nice. Look at that. Look at that. It's got a glow in the dark cat element with a little teddy bear up top. Jay wants the other one. Jane's like, I don't want this one. I want the other one. All right, Jade, hang on. I know it's getting late. We'll keep going then, and we'll cover the rest of these later. I'm gonna get carpal tunnel because I'm not on a mouse either, so I'm just using the central pad. 17. Been a bit of a tease now. We're getting there. Oh, the Christmas holiday home. Oh, I'm missing. Oh, and the 17 ruin as well. Both of those are on the same page. I know we both want to look at those. We're going to wait. And the Wizard's Tower's on here. And the power. Oh, God. It's going to be a busy week. Right. Steampunk City I'm assuming is what you want. Here it is. Steampunk City. We will look at this, tuck into this, and then we will call it a night, and then we will crack on over this week looking at this stuff. There we go. It's a capital yes. We've got it. So I'll even do it like we will do in the following week, because I will do this so it's nice and close for everybody. So you can see all the part usage. You can see all the minifigures up top. You can see all of the colouring and all those little bits and pieces. What they've used God, I can't remember what minifigure that from. That's quite a pricey minifigure that at the moment. So it's a Steam shop, and I do like. That's a good combination. They've used probably 3 different elements on that to make the minifigure up. So again, with regards to minifigures, if this got pushed through, they could have they'd have more use to other bits because they're only using the minifigures that they've got to hand. Don't forget. Again, lots of detailing on the back of this one. The little rats and everything at the bottom. Then you have got obviously the shop itself with all the piping and everything just on the inside, and then you've got the till and all the other little bits and pieces on. Killian's like, okay, I'm loving this. So yeah, what we're doing now is exactly what we're going to do for the rest of the week. So this is what I want to do. This is why I don't want to rush through. So anything that we've already clicked on, we will be clicking on it properly. So I want to spot like all the gearing, the parts usage that's just on here. You've got all the different elements that are on there. You've got the different cheese slopes. You've got all the little bits and pieces. There's so much to soak in and take a look at. And then again, you've obviously what it looks like is you've got a factory and then the shop. So it's obviously a full internal bit. This is basically like the Art of Chocolate, Killian, where it tells you the story as it goes through. And then obviously you've got the little bits and pieces up at the top. So that's what it looks like from the farther end. The colouring on it is very pretty. I think it's very, very pretty, but it does look like you've got lots of different bits and pieces going on in the window display. Sean the Black Sheep says number 21. So are we finishing on page 21, Sean, are we? What's on page 21? Oh, Monster Town, please. Absolutely. I think Pumpkin's at the door. Hang on. We have a Rocco. Yeah, so lots of beautiful elements on here. Because, I mean, look at that. You've got like a little robot with a clock on its torso just on the inside, which I didn't spot until I clicked on it. There'd be an Easter egg to the number 10361. There'd be an Easter egg to that. You guys are going to have to let me know what that is. And then again, more angling up at the top. So I mean, look at it. Look at the detailing on the path. To be honest, it's the individual, they're like half curved things, aren't they? Can you see? Very, very clever design. Very, very clever design. Nomad says it looks beautiful. Yeah, I agree with that. So Sean will be looking at that. Jane seems to be happy. That's all right then. So we've got the golden frogs. We've got all the little bits and pieces up top. So yeah, so we've got tons and tons of stuff to be taking a look at. Because I mean, look, because obviously they've got but what I can never understand is that you get amazing photos on Bricklink, but yet when it's the new Lego sets, we can never see the stuff on the inside. So that's what the down. I'll try it again. That's what the downstairs is looking like with the clock. So I'm just, like I said, I'm assuming that this is the stuff that's for sale. And then I do like the torso as well, by the way. That's a really nice torso in hand. I've got that print. And then up top, it looks like it's where they're just working on the stuff. So yeah, but you've got all the gearing, the cogs, all the other little bits and pieces, and all that kind of thing. So yeah, I think the teal roof, Killian, I think that looks really smart. Lots of moving stuff on here, mind though. So again, you've got bits and pieces that move around. So you've got the blade that moves on the top. You've got the bit that goes up and down. You've got the other bit that goes around. You've got the other bit that goes over. So yeah, this looks like a very, very good design. So massive congratulations to the designer again on this one. Do like the little area on here. Oh, maybe this is the shop then. I'm talking absolute balls. Maybe the upstairs and downstairs, and maybe both the actual workshops, because that looks like it's a more of a place that you would buy bits and pieces, because it's just more clean, isn't it? So looks like you've got a little till, and then you've got all the other little bits and pieces on the back. So no, that looks very smart. That is your selection of characters. So again, that minifigure is very expensive. So they redo that minifigure. That'll be funny because we'll find it for you, Killian. Don't worry, we'll find it for you. But we've got all of the really nice purple and all of this, and again, that's all the bits that are on the inside. So the photos are fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. It's all the photos, everybody's photos on Bricklink. They've sold the dream to all of these Lego sets. So we're going to look at Monster Town on page number 21. So Sean, Monster Town on page number 21. 21. Bop, bop, bop. Monster Town. Oh, we just did that. Did you miss it? I don't know if Sean's behind us. Or Sean maybe fell asleep. But we've done this one, Sean. We'll look at it again for Sean very quickly. So here you go. So this is yours, Sean. I'm gonna have to click on the winter one to finish. Yeah, because I was saying really like the purple, because there's so much detail. Again, I'll click on them deeper next time. But like that, I want to know what's in here with regards to the roof, what's on the inside. There's all sorts of stuff that's going on the inside of this. Is the detailing is like the golden. There's the tavern inn. So yeah, you've got all of just loads and loads of detail that's on all of these, and I think it looks really very, very, very smart. I mean, there you go. Look, so you got Frankenstein getting juiced up, and then we've got the Doris just on the left hand side, And then you've got those two celebrating down on there. Really, again, you've got a little menu, you've got the little turkey leg, you've got the coloured elements just up at the top. And then you've got all the different weaponry and everything down on there. Look at the construction site on page number 20. Rat Warlock, not a bother at all. So page 20. That one. Number 20. Oh, definitely, yeah, it is 100% Sean. Yeah, we'll be going balls deep on that one later. It's like this. I want to click on so many of them just to see what they're all about. Because I think that Woodland Hollow looks really nice as well. We are looking for a construction site on page 20. Where are thou construction site? You've got a lot of Wild West stuff. You've got the Dark Village. That's the one that we've not clicked on, Sean. That's very similar. Wild West. Castle, the castle construction site. Yeah, site on page 20. Castle construction site. Okay. So here we have. Wait, hang on, bear with. Go on, then. Go on. Here we have what I can see working really very well for people, because it will be a castle that is obviously coming soon. And that would be perfect for a theme park, because you could just literally have that as a theming of a ride that's coming later. Killian likes to look at that church. What, on this page, Killian? Is that on this page? So yeah, I think this looks very smart. It's just different as well, isn't it? And I think people like the bits and pieces that are different, and the fact that you've got the frames that's being used for the walling and all the other little bits and pieces. So yeah, it's something completely different. Lots of minifigures included as well, and you can basically mix and match and do what it is that you want to do. The one from the Monster Village. Really like the look at that church. Okay, was that on this page? Monster Village. What, this one, the Dark Village? Is this the one? From Wonderbrick. That name rings a bell. Why does Wonderbrick ring a bell? Right, we'll finish on this one, because I would honestly, I'll finish on this one if this is the right one for Killian. If it's not the right one, we'll finish on Killian's one, because I could honestly do a deep dive on this all night. Yeah, we'll look at the Dark Village. All right. So this is Killian really meant he wants to look at the Dark Village. I understand. So this looks like it's made up of smaller bits that then make up a full thing. I do like the fact they got loads of cats, little broomsticks, lots of trees. You see the little witch doing the little bits and pieces on the inside, I'm assuming. We've got another tavern. Seems to be a lot of taverns about tonight, which is always nice to see. So we've got Windows Tavern. Yeah, funky name. And then you've got all the different bits and pieces going on that one as well. So yeah, it does look very, very smart. And obviously you can see again it has the Transylvania inspiration on, because that would work really well with the Transylvania. So I think that is fantastic. Every single person has done such a good job with all these sets. And like I said, we will now be doing a proper deep dive with all the bits and pieces. So with regards to the poll, 48 votes in, and everybody thinks, 42% of you think, should I say, the castles are the strongest theme from Series 10. 8% for Western, 21% for Pirates, 29% for something else. So what we're going to do over the week, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday this week, we will do a breakdown in deep detail now of each themed thing. We'll start off with the medieval and fantasy tomorrow. Or I do the medieval and fantasy on Friday because Friday will be more time to do it and people won't be so tired. Because I think the medieval, I think the oh, which one's a gingerbread cottage? What page? Talk to me, Sean. Which one's a gingerbread cottage on? Oh, you can't do that to me. Which one is a gingerbread cottage? Which one am I going? Who am I? I don't even know who I am anymore. I'm going the wrong way. No, no, no. Yeah. So what order do you want me to do the bits and pieces in? Do you want more time for medieval and fantasy? Oh, I don't know. I don't know what page it's on. Oh no, that's not very helpful, is it? It could be on. It could be on anything, Sean. It's not this high up, is it? Use this. You. Well, I don't know what it's called though, because you have to search by designer name or designer, design name or designer. So is it gingerbread? Oh, there we go. It's almost like it was meant. So, yes, I think it needs to be on a white base plate. But if you put it on a white base plate, you'd be absolutely laughing, I think. Um, do like I mean, something like that, look, the chimney up at the top and all of the different elements that they've got. They've used different elements to the previous ones. They've added in obviously the brighter colours, and they've kept this as it should be because it's a gingerbread house. But the fact that they've got like a three tier coloured, lovely looking bit underneath the window, again different colour elements. I like the fact they've done that on the trees as well. It's yeah, it's just an upscaled gingerbread cottage, isn't it? That's what it is. Um, it's the actual cottage itself is spot on. I think it because obviously the other gingerbread cottages are on white. I think it needed to go on a white base plate. I think. But I can see what they've tried to do. It just looks like the snow's melted, which also you can kind of see what that's it. But they are limited, don't forget, I guess, to what they can do with certain bits because the inside. I mean, look, it's packed of detail on the inside. So you got full tiled floor with table. You've got all of the other little bits and pieces. Again, cat and a chair. You've got the little fire on the inside. Really, really bright colours. You've got all the different places that you can plonk the minifigures as well. That looks great because they've got all the detail on the inside as well. So yeah, the detailing is busy, busy, busy on the inside, and that is the look to the front door, which again looks fantastic. But I think it just needs to be on a white base plate. If it was just on a white base plate and it just had some of the leaves on the floor, I think you'd be absolutely laughing. Because yeah, see, I think change it. I think change it for a white base plate and it matches everything else. The only thing that I do find a little bit creepy is that are they hiding or are they in prison or what is what's going on? But no, I like it. I do like it. I just hope people are stupid enough like me and spend the time and will go through every single photo and have a look. Because I think the photo that they've used on the front, people will look at that and just go, oh, probably needs to be on a white base plate, and they won't realise it's full of detail on the inside. Because the inside is very, very nice on this. And some Velcrites. But yeah, it is. It's very, very detailed. It really is very detailed. And yeah, we will be. I could carry on for hours, but I don't want to rush it. So I think we'll call it a night there, and I will figure out what one to do first tomorrow. I don't know whether to because the winter one doesn't seem to have as many. So we could do a winter one during the week. And then Thursday, maybe we do winter on Tuesday. And then we do Western on Thursday. And then for the Friday, because we're always up later on a Friday, we'll have more time to do because I think personally we're going to need nearly 3 hours probably to do the medieval fantasy by itself. So I think that'd be the better way to do it, because that way we can do like an hour and a half tomorrow, and then people won't get tired. Hour and a half on Thursday, no, people won't get tired, or 2 hours, whatever. So it'll be done by 10. But I don't want to rush the medieval fantasy stuff, so I think that might have to wait until Friday, and then we do a Friday recap. And on Friday, we can also then recap all the new sets that are on the Lego website as well. Yeah, could do. If I did that, then I could then, yeah. So yeah, we could do that, but I still think because there's more of them, you're going to need more time, though, aren't you? I think, but we'll cross that bridge. So basically, what I'm getting at tomorrow, what would you like to see to start with tomorrow in detail? And then we can, because I need to know now so I can put it in the search bar. So we can either start with a medieval and split it over a couple of nights, or do one long slog on a Friday and then do something that's not as many sets. So you have to let me know in the comments if you're watching. If you're watching this on the replay, then yeah, you have to. Yeah, that's it. I think castles have to be Friday, because that way we don't have to rush and that can carry on. All right, well, if that's the case, then everybody agrees, then I will just probably start with the winter stuff. I'll start with the winter stuff in detail. Yeah. Well, Sean's going to vote winter, and I'm already in for the winter, so I'm assuming Sean are thinking the same thing. So castles on Friday, with maybe fantasy, depending on how long it goes on for. Tomorrow will be the winter stuff. But we have covered absolutely everything quickly. I know it's quickly, but everything is in there. They look fantastic. The sets are great. I mean, we've not clicked on any of the big sets in detail at all. Like, we've not done any of the final 3 or 4 pages. So the 4,000 piece sets, I hate it when it doesn't want to work. And any of the sort of 3,500, 4,000 piece sets, we've not clicked on in that detail. And just that last page alone is full of all of castles and pirates. So yeah, because if you think there's 1, 2, 3, the big western, yeah, there's loads of stuff. So just this last page alone is going to take ages just to get through all these castles. Look, so yeah, that have to wait until Friday. There's so many castles to get through. Yeah, we can do, exactly. Yeah, we can do. Yeah, so shock. Well, we'll get the winter stuff out of the way first. We'll have a good look at the winter village stuff. But yeah, but you can see with regards to this last page, there's so many castles that just this one page, going through the bits individually and slowly and all that kind of stuff, it's going to take. I mean, there's loads of them. They just keep coming. So and there's more orc stuff. They've got like a full orc village on that. So yeah, we will be looking at that. We'll just make it up as we go along, I think. But yeah, we can do the steampunk separately. We can do the future. Yes, actually. So we'll go through all of it in greater detail. But yeah, we'll start with the winter village, and then be Tuesday, Thursday, long stream Friday, and then we'll cover the rest of them over the weekend. Right, guys, everybody that's liked the video, thank you very much indeed. And hopefully, if you have obviously got a major design, let me know what it is, and we'll make sure we will do the bits and pieces. That's what I'm saying. Everyone loves building and designing castles. Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, well, that's very true, Tim. It does. But I mean, there's a ton of castles in this series. Series 10, there's loads and loads and loads. And I know Jay will want to take a look at this. So we'll be looking at the Western stuff on probably Thursday. So yeah, we'll start off with the Winter Village stuff tomorrow. And then it'll be a long slog on Friday, I think. I think we'll get some snacks in for that. So I'll let you guys and go say goodbye to each other. And then I will stop. Simple as that. Simple and as easy as that. Right, guys, take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Take care all. And I will catch up with everybody tomorrow. So we'll kick things off same time as tonight, and we'll just see how we get on looking at the stuff in great detail. So, because if we do get through the Winter Village stuff quickly, we could add in like all of the add-on summary stuff as well. So we'll figure it out. Right, guys, take care, everybody. I'll catch up with you all soon. Congratulations again to all the designers, and this is now me for the rest of the week. We've got lots to cover. Take care, everybody. Bye, bye, bye.